And here we go from the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight as the Komets and the Cincinnati Cyclones about to do battle for the second to last time here on Coliseum ice. Hard to believe, but due to a little scheduling quirk, you got two of the best teams in the Central Division not going to play much during the second half of the season, so this is a big one.
Yeah, not a good advantage to the Komets, especially when you're chasing the team you got to catch. And the quality of play, too, playing against Cincinnati, the fans, very entertained to them. So, tough schedule for the Komets and Cincinnati, but we take what we get.
And again, the starters for the Komets tonight, we have got Stephen Bayless, Taylor Doherty, Jermaine Lowen, Shaq Marasti, and Olivier Legault. Patrick Munson, he will be in goal for the Fort Wayne Komets. And while we're having a ceremonial puck drop, let's take a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight in the ECHL. Got one game that has gone final, the Worcester Railers 7 and the Brampton Beast 3. The Toledo Walleye, a game to keep an eye on here tonight, as they're just a point back at the Komets. 1-0 Walleye in Indianapolis tonight. That is in the second period. The Florida Everblades 4 and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits nothing in the first period. Jacksonville, they're up 2-0 on South Carolina. That game in the first. Adirondack 2, the Maine Mariners nothing. That game is now going to the second period. Also at the end of one period, we've got 1-0 the Atlanta Gladiators and the Orlando Solar Bears. The Gladiators up in that one. Wheeling, they shut out the Toledo Walleye last night. Now they're down 2-1 to the Kalamazoo Wings. Kalamazoo Wings, they bested the Cincinnati Cyclones in overtime. Yep, last night. So the Wings, they're starting to heat up a little bit. No score between the Idaho Steelheads and the Norfolk Admirals. They're in the first period. And the other games are late. Rapid City, they're at Allen. Tulsa, they are at Kansas City. Utah at Wichita. And that is a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight as we get ready to go here from center ice at the Coliseum. Another nice crowd on hand as we are ready to go. Shaq Marasti will take the face-off for the Komets. And his opponent will be Justin Vive. Or Ben Johnson. And here's the drop. It is going to go into the Cincinnati zone up along the near side. Vive. And now we'll stick it up along the near wing. And now back into the Cincinnati zone. Gosling will take it. And now the Cyclones will move it ahead. Going to go off the wall all the way down. Munson will come out of the pipes. And he will leave it there. And now he tries to go over to Doherty. Doherty on the near side. Can't control the puck. Johnson will take a shot. Does not get through. Now Vive on it. Vive down in the corner with a man on his back. And it's going to be pinched down low. Back below the goal line where it's grabbed by Marasti. Marasti up along the far side. And he is going to get checked off the puck. It's going to come out to the center line. Komets are able to get it back into the Cincinnati zone. Gosling, cross ring pass. And he will hit this on in stride. He'll get it out to center ice. And now on the left wing. Cincinnati gains the line. Now they put it out in front. Nobody there. Komets are back up along the far side. And now into the neutral zone.
Dumped in.
Pushed in. It's going to go off the end wall. Komets trying to catch up to it. Here's a quick shot that goes wide of the net. Now it rolls out in front. Jenks can't get there. And now Brady Vale. He'll kick it loose for Cincinnati. Cyclones will float it into the Komet zone. It's going to go into the corner. Now back behind the net. Cyclones working it. Here's a shot. Save made by Munson, and he's able to smother it.
Yeah, came from the side of the net. There a little bit of scramble around the goaltender's net, and he was able to reach out, grab onto it as the defense pushed away on him.
Just underway here in the first period. No score between the Komets and the Cyclones. Face-off will be to the left of Patrick Munson. Munson making his home debut with the Komets. He got a win on the road in Kalamazoo a couple weeks ago.
Very strong game up there to play in Kalamazoo. Good win for him.
Early on in the year, he was with Newfoundland. Got a couple of wins up there as the puck rolls in front of him. And now the Komets will dump it out. Bayless gets it all the way down. Bouncing puck. And now it's going to go on the blue line and now into the Cincinnati zone. Brady Vale goes into the corner. And now he'll drop it off to Boudry. And now left side, Vale with it. Bump is off the wall, but the Komets are there. Szydlowski, a long pass onto the far boards. Cyclones are there to defend it. Now it's going to be chopped out of play.
Komet bench. That'll make the face-off just outside the Cincinnati blue line. Line changes by both teams. We've just got started here the first period. Minute and 40 seconds gone. No shots on goal. Credit to either goaltender.
So, face-off to be just outside of the Cincinnati blue line. Far face-off dot. And here's the drop. It goes up along the wall. McKenzie on there for the Komets. Can't win it. And now it belongs to Cincinnati. Here's Cody Soul. Soul sends it ahead. Coming across on the left side. Boomhauer can't get there. Soul gives it a jab, and now it's going to be fed up along the near wall near the Cincinnati bench. And now back into the Cyclone zone. Here's Soul playing his 400th ECHL game here tonight.
Yeah.
Sends it all the way down into the Komet zone, and it goes into the corner. Chase Stewart, far side, goes to Taylor Ross, takes a bump from behind. Now down low, Ross with it again. Ross off the backhand, sends it around the wall into the near side. Komets trying to keep it down there. Petruzzelli gives it a go, and it goes down into the corner. Now it's McKenzie back behind the net. He gets checked down by Mitten, and now the puck comes loose. Petruzzelli reaching for it, and he's met there by Mitten. It goes into the corner. Now it comes up top of the blue line. Komets trying to keep it in. They cannot. Now it's fed all the way back, and now it's going to go back to Ross. Ross coming all around on the goaltender. He shoots, and a save made by Luukkonen.
Got his toe on it.
Up top.
Nice stick handling.
And Shaw Boomhauer has got it.
Coming up, the Komets.
Komets get their first scoring chance of the game. It was Taylor Ross. Got in behind the D. He's got two goals in 3 games. And he was the right guy to have the puck on his stick. But now the Komets pick up a penalty on the back end of that play. Morasti's going to go off. Morasti into the box. Tripping is the call. And the Cyclones will go on the power play.
Yeah. Ross made a heck of a deke, taking the puck off one defenseman, deking the other defenseman. He was in awful close to doing it at the net, but when he got in there, he made the nice deke, tried to get it in the short side, but Luukkonen was able to get his pads sprawled out. He's a big, tall guy, and he just got his toe on the puck at the ends of the goal crease and the boards and made the save.
Luukkonen 6'4", 196 pounds.
Yeah, big guy. Heck of a goals against average. 9 wins, 3 losses, and a 1.98 goals against.
No score. Shaq Morasti's in the box in the faceoff. They're putting it in the neutral zone just outside of the Komet line. But it's power play for Cincinnati. And the puck goes down to the Cincinnati zone. Down to Luukkonen. Gosling will pick it up. He goes behind the net. And he will bring it out. His team on a power play. Gosling backhander. Komets disrupt the play. It's going to go up along the near side. And the Komets jam it right back down off the end wall. Luukkonen comes up along the near side. And now he is going to hit Basson. And back out to center ice they come. Gosling will come across the line. Left wing. Offside.
Komet defense standing up a little bit, making them puck carry it zigzag. He threw his winger offside. The faceoff will stay outside, and then we'll get line changes by the Komets.
1:36 to go on the power play for Cincinnati. No score here in the first.
Komets good forechecking on the power play, not letting them get organized.
Face off goes the way of the Cyclones. And Basson will bring it up along the near side. Komets are there to defend it. Doherty got in the way. Now he picks it up. Doherty with a lot of space. He'll take it off the glass. And that is going to find the seats.
Yeah, went off the boards and then up over the glass. So Doherty checking with the referee because he didn't intend to do that. But anyways, face-off will stay in the zone. No penalty on delay. And the face-off will stay in the Komet zone.
Face-off to the left of Munson.
1:23 in the power play. Cincinnati at advantage.
Munson has yet to face an official shot here. He's had to cover it up a couple times. Face-off to his left. Here's the drop. Comes up top of the circle. Cyclones with it. We got a penalty called on Cincinnati.
Right from the draw. Komet centerman trying to break through to get to the puck. Got tripped up from behind. Going to call it interference.
Jesse Schultz.
Yep. Centerman against centerman. Our centerman tries to get through. He gets hooked up, tripped up, interfered to.
So that'll even things up here for 1:21. Then the Komets will have a brief power play.
Yeah, face-off will go down into the Cincinnati zone. We'll play 4 against 4 for 1 minute and 21 seconds.
Face-off to the right of Luukkonen in the Cincinnati zone. We've got no score. Got 4-on-4 hockey. And here is the drop. Komets win it up top of the blue line. And it's spun down into the corner below the goal line. McKenzie picks it up, tries to center it. Oh, a little bit too hard, and it goes up along the near side. And it's picked up by Gosling.
It's a break up the center.
Gosling on the left side of Vale. Drop back pass. They put it in front. Shot save made. And the rebound comes out to the Komets. Binkley will get it over across the line. And now angled up along the near side. Taylor Ross trying to put it out in front, intercepted, and now back comes the Cyclones on the right side. Shot and a save made by Munson, and it's going to be peeled up along the near side for Brett McKenzie. McKenzie will hang on to it. He'll send it backwards, and the Komets trying to get the clock down so they can go on the power play. 40 seconds left on the penalty to Shaq Marasti, and the Komets hold it behind their netminder, Patrick Munson. And now Bryson Martin, he'll bring it forward. Komets get to the neutral zone. Coming across the line, Komets
take it over.
We're offside, but A.J. Jenks saw that, and now the Komets will retreat back in their own zone. Bryson Martin with the puck all the way back into his own end. Martin up along the far side, going to be tipped, and it's going to go back to the Cincinnati blue line. Kerr Gosling will gather it up, and now he'll got a man cutting in. Here's a shot and a score.
Good shot. Cincinnati breaks across, hits a winger in full flight, going down the left center ice. In he goes, use the defenseman as a bit of an angle. Good shot, stick side. Cincinnati's on the board.
Wiedilla will get the shot, or get the goal, as
4:36 it came at.
That's an even strength goal. It was 4-on-4. So the Cyclones get on the board first. Not quite 5 minutes gone here in the first period. But the Komets will get a power play in 9 seconds. 1-0 Cincinnati. Puck comes back out to center ice. Nate Mitten to take the face-off for Cincinnati with Jenks. And the puck goes up along the far side. Here's Soul going back into the Cincinnati zone. Soul backs up, moves it forward to Boomhauer. Now he's going to go backwards with it to Frank Hora. Hora on the right side, flipped in, and now it goes all the way in to the Komet zone there on the power play. It's a Catalyst Fitness power play.
30 seconds.
Komets go up along the far side. They'll enter the Cincinnati zone, coming across. Puck is going to be tipped, and it's going to go all the way back into the Komet zone. Munson will stop it. And the Komets have it back in their own end. 16 seconds to go on the power play. And it's Szydlowski coming across the line. Szydlowski on the near side, wings it around the wall, coming up on the far boards. Komets get there. And now Szydlowski again with it, double team. Drops it off to Ross, or that's Jenks rather. Back up top, here's Szydlowski.
All
right
even, 5-on-5.
Gallipo in the slot, top of the circle. Here's a shot that's going to go wide, and that is going to be deflected and out of play.
Szydlowski taking the shot from the top of the circle. Had the short side on the glove, but it got deflected before it got to the net, deflected into the screen, and the whistle is created. Back 5-on-5 again. Komets down 1-0. We played 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Face off to the left. Pekka Luukkonen. Brett McKenzie will take the face off. His opponent will be Ben Johnson. And here's the drop. It goes into the corner here in the Cincinnati zone. Cyclones with it. Puck moves forward, bounces into the Komet zone. Komets get back on defense. It's Gallipo over onto the far side. It's going to go off the wall. Taylor Ross down there. He is going to run into Ben Johnson. Now the puck squirts loose, and the Komets with it. Coming across the line on the left wing. It's going to roll down to the goaltender, but it's snagged before it got to Pekaluna. Now on the left side, it will be Vive. Vive finds an open man backhander. Here's Johnson coming across the line. He's got a man. Takes a shot, and Munson the save.
Nice save on that one. Come off the wrong wing. The Cincinnati winger used the defense as a bit of a screen. Good shot off the wrong wing. Munson took care of the short side, got it in the midsection, and held on. Good save there.
1-0 Cincinnati. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hello, this is head coach Ben Boudreau. I'm the guy responsible when your Komets are in need of repair, new parts, or maybe just a quick inspection. When it comes to vehicles, I turn to the pros at Ace Radiator on Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Ace Radiator has spent decades keeping Fort Wayne rolling with time-tested service and repair. Ace's certified technicians have more than 80 years of experience providing expert sales and service for radiators, heaters, coolers, and air conditioners. Sometimes you just have to make the call. 800-288-7964. That's Ace Radiator. 1-800-288-7964.
Facing an illness or injury that can't wait? Turn to ReadyMed. We're ready when your day doesn't go quite as planned, with convenient hours, 7 days a week. We offer after-hours appointments as well as x-ray and lab services in each of our convenient area locations. From minor accidents and injuries to fevers and flus, we're ready. To learn more, check wait times and save your spot in line. Visit ReadyMed.com. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
In the first period here at the Coliseum, 1-0 Cincinnati. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons here tonight. The Cyclones control the puck in the Comet zone. Here's Ben Johnson in the corner trying to get away from Olivier Gallipo. Goes behind the net. Taylor Doherty on it for the Comets. He's able to get it back to Doherty behind the net. Now flipped up along the near side. Comets down there. Here's Connor Sanvito. Takes a big hit as the puck comes along the near boards. Up top of the blue line. The Cyclones have it. It is Schultz. He'll set up his man. Here's a shot save made by Munson. And the rebound comes back towards the net. Now behind the goal line. The Comets are able to grab it, and now they'll bring it forward. It is Jermaine Lowen. Lowen on the left wing gets pinched off the play, and the puck is going to roll into the Cincinnati zone. Sent forward, Ben Johnson on the right side gets pursued by Lowen. He gets past him, and Johnson will enter the Comet zone. Swipes it around the wall. Back up along the near side. Jesse Schultz is there for Cincinnati, but the Comets' nice defense. It'll be Bryson Martin chucking it off the wall back over to Lowen, but the Comets cannot clear it. Puck is going to roll free up to the blue line, and we've got a mashup there on the point, and now it's going to be flipped back in the Comet zone. Munson will come out. He'll have a play on it, and it's going to be Jason Binkley off the wall. Gets it to Alan Łyszczarczyk. Backhander, nobody home. Going to go all the way back to Munson, and Munson's going to cover it up as Łyszczarczyk threw it blindly behind him.
Yeah, a couple missed passes, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. And the goaltender Munson, he saw that. He grabbed onto the loose puck, and he'll get the draw and start all over fresh.
12:46 to go. First period here at the Coliseum. Last game before the Christmas break, but the Comets have 3 more home games in the month of December. Here's the face-off to the left of Munson. And the drop is going to be no good. Jenks in there for the Comets. Jenks back in the lineup after missing 5 games last night. He got the first goal of the game. And the puck comes up to the blue line. Jenks can't win it. Here's a shot. It's going to go wide. It's going to rim all the way up top to the blue line. And it'll be held in. Now it's going to go off the wall. And there's Jason Binkley. Binkley down there. Bryson Martin as well. Martin working hard. Gets it out to the dot. The Comets are able to get it to the blue line, but it is held in again by the Cyclones. Dornbrock will keep it in. And he's going to go down into the corner. Cyclones send it around the wall. And it's chopped at. And the Comets have got it. Doherty will move it out to Szydlowski. And Szydlowski going to come across the line on the far boards. Late call on offside there.
Yep. That'll draw the face-off outside the Cincinnati zone. It'll give them time to change up lines, but a little too much stick handling, not dumping the puck ahead and going getting. Comets fool around the blue line, force the offside.
Face-off just outside the Cincinnati blue line. Far face-off dot. Comets down 1-0.
Comets 2 shots. Cincinnati 5. They have a 1-goal lead.
Brett McKenzie on the drop, and the Cyclones are able to win it and get it back into the Comet zone, but the Comets push back, and now they retain possession up along the near side. It's going to be McKenzie. He lost it. Wattila will come across the line on the left wing. He'll float it down to Munson. He'll cover it up, and he will get a whistle as well.
No chances, Munson, right now. He's not a little worried about Cincinnati coming in there as fast as they are, trying to give his defense a little bit of help, get the whistles, and start all over again.
Face off to the right of Munson. 8 minutes have passed here in the first period. Comets trying to get on the board. Off the glass it goes. Bouncing puck to the center line, and now over onto the far boards. Here's Haas. He'll unload the puck. The Comets got something cooking here in the neutral zone as McKenzie golfs it in. Going to go onto the far side corner. Cyclones are back. They pump it off the wall, but the Comets with a swipe in front. Score!
There you go.
Brett McKenzie off the turnover. Beats Pekka Lunanen over the right shoulder, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, giveaway in the corner by the Cincinnati defense. Comet forward jumps on it. Quick pass right to the high slot. That's where McKenzie is. One time right over the shoulder. Lukanen and in the net. Comets tie it up. Good goal.
Big spot there
8:20.
for McKenzie. McKenzie, he had 6 points on that 6-game road trip the Komets were coming off, as it was Anthony Petruzzelli with a beautiful setup. McKenzie drills it over the right shoulder of Pekka Luukkonen, and we're 1-1. 11:40 to go in the first period. Back out to center ice. And the Cyclones get back to work. And we'll send it into the Komet zone. Sent all the way around the wall. Jermaine Lowen trying to get it away. Here's a quick shot that's going to go wide. And it's going to be pushed back over to Munson, back below the goal line. Gallipo is on it, and Gallipo will get it over to Doherty. Doherty onto the right side. Komets still cannot clear it. 5 got in the way. He will skate with it along the left wall, but here come the Komets back with the steal. Off the glass it goes, and now into the Cincinnati zone. And now we have got a whistle. I think we'll have offside on the Fort Wayne Komets.
Yeah, McKenzie's 9th goal of the season, assisted by Petruzzelli, the only assist on it. Komets tie it up at the 8:20 mark of this first period. Good goal, good forechecking. Take advantage of the mistakes, guys. Bury them.
Face off just outside of the Cincinnati blue line. A.J. Jenks will take the face off with Ben Johnson. And the drop goes for the Cyclones. It's Beaudry on the left wing. He sends it forward off the far wall. Gallipo goes back. And the Komets come across the line.
Across the blue line.
Here's a shot and a save made by Pekka Luukkonen.
Yep. Down low into the midsection. He's able to hold on. No rebound. Komets had 2 men going to the net. They take the shot on the net. That's the key to it. Shoot. Maybe we get a break. Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone.
To the right of Pekka Luukkonen. A.J. Jenks will stand in there again for the Komets. Jenks and Shaw Boomhauer about to duel. And the drop now goes into the corner. And it's grabbed by the Cyclones. Hora will get it out to neutral ice, but the Komets, they'll get it back. Jason Binkley winds up.
Ow.
And that caught Łyszczarczyk.
Ow.
Łyszczarczyk gets up, shakes it off, and the Cyclones get the puck. Here's Brady Vale, left side. He'll flip it in. It's going to go all the way down into the corner. Martin is there. Oh, he couldn't control it. And the Cyclones pick it up in front. Here's a shot. What a save by Munson. Onto the near side.
A bad giveaway in the Komet zone.
And now onto the near boards. Komets get it out. Bouncing puck into the Cincinnati zone. Komets will change it up. Munson coming up big as the Cyclones got it in their own zone. Revving up on the left side, it is Brady Vale. He'll flip it into the Komet zone. Kyle Haas back there, takes it off the wall, coming out to center ice, and now it's going to be deflected
the Komet bench.
To the Komet bench. 10:06 now to go in the first period. We are tied at 1, and both teams really playing kind of a dump and chase action here, especially Cincinnati.
Yeah, trying to wait for the breaks, give them mistakes, and you saw one right there, the Komet defense going back. Pretty simple play, pick the puck up, throw it around the boards. He makes a bad little pass, hits the boards. Cincinnati's all over them. Created a nice shot on goal that Munson had to make a big save on.
Cyclones control the puck in their own zone. Boomhauer on the left wing. He'll gain his own blue line, comes down the middle of the ice, and now he pushes it into the Komet zone. Bouncing puck, and that's going to be an icing call on Cincinnati.
Yep, that'll go all the way back. Komets will change up. Cincinnati has to stay pat.
And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique on DuPont Road. Face off to the right of Luukkonen.
Here we go. Drop the puck, guys. Anytime. Come on, linesman.
Connor Sanvito will take the face-off. And here is the drop up top of the blue line, and it goes wide. And we come up along the near side. It'll be grabbed by Boomhauer, coming up, knocked away by the Komets, and now all the way back into the Cincinnati zone. Spin up along the near side. Sanvito down there for the Komets, works it up top of the blue line. Komets cannot keep it in. And Chase Stewart will go back with it. His pass intercepted. They come across the line, and now it goes down into the corner. And
good
now,
bump in the corner.
Here's Shaw back below the goal line. And now all the way up along the near side. Going to come down into the corner. Cyclones with it. They come out in front of the net. We've got a penalty call
coming up.
And it's going to be on the Komets.
Yeah, a little bit of chopping and whacking. Komet defense.
This one goes up along the far side for Shaw Boomhauer. And it goes into the corner. Got a delayed call. Here's a shot. Goes off the side of the net. And Cincinnati still has possession of the puck.
Got the extra attacker on the ice. Komets get possession. Blow the whistle.
And the Komets still can't get it. It's going to get to the neutral zone, however. And Dornbrock on the left wing. He'll flip it in, avoids a hip check, drops it back to Schultz. Now here's a shot, and it goes, doesn't get in, and now the Komets finally touch it up. And we have got a power play for Cincinnati coming up. 8:46 to go here in period number 1. We're tied at 1.
Tripping.
It will be Chase Stewart going into the box.
Face-off will go in the Komet zone. Second power play of the game for Cincinnati. The first one got cut in half as the Komets ended up with a power play after theirs, but no goals scored on their power play yet.
Second power play of the game for Cincinnati. Their first one was abbreviated after they picked up a penalty right away. And now they work it below the goal line. Ben Johnson feeds it up top of the blue line. Here's Gosling. Got a man down low, give and go in front. The Komets are there to defend. And the Komets are able to pluck it off the wall all the way down into the Cincinnati zone. Luukkonen will give it to Gosling. And now Gosling coming right down the middle of the ice. He feeds it forward. They come across onside. Here's a centering play that's going to go wide of the net. Ben Johnson will pick it up, and he feeds it up top of the blue line. Now a give go right down low to Johnson in front. Here's a shot, and a save made. Five was right there, and Munson came up big.
You got to watch the short center in front of the common net. Cincinnati makes that short pass.
Cyclones with it on a power play. Gosling comes across the line quickly. Goes into the corner trying to dangle around Kyle Haas. He's not fooled, and the Komets will clear the zone.
Haas, good play there. Took the man, took him right to the corner. Rode him away. The other defenseman came in and got the puck, fired it down the ice. Good defense right there.
Komets here with a turnover behind the net, shorthanded. It goes down into the corner, and it's Sean Szydlowski, and he hands it back over to Beaudry, and now Beaudry comes down the middle of the ice. Left side, Brady Vale. Vale coming across the line. Drop back pass on the left wing. Komets are there, knocked aside, and now
there's a
coming
hook
on the right side, and we got a penalty called.
Yep. Komets got the break at the blue line, blocked the shot, went up in the air. Komet player was getting ready to take off. He got hooked from behind. Prevented a breakaway on the play. Cincinnati will go in the penalty box, and that'll nullify the 37 seconds. Komets will be on power play. 4-on-4 for 37 seconds.
Beaudry goes into the box, and the Cyclones have yet to complete a power play, as both times they picked up a penalty while on the man advantage. The face-off will be to the right of Luukkonen. Brett McKenzie will take the face-off. He's got the lone goal for the Komets here tonight. We're tied at 1. McKenzie digs in. It goes into the corner, and the Cyclones doing a good job on face-offs tonight. Hassan will come across the line on the right side. As we skate 4-on-4 here for another 23 seconds, we go into the corner here in the Komet zone, near side. And here's a shot that's going to be blocked, and the Komets pick it up. McKenzie over onto the far side, down to 10 seconds to go on the penalty to Chase Stewart. The Komets now will enter the neutral zone. They come across the line, shot and a save by Luukkonen.
Nice save, nice shot. Luukkonen, a very quick shot from center of the ice on the net.
Looking for a rebound there, but Luukkonen was able to snag it. Now the faceoff will be in the Cincinnati zone. Just 3 seconds left on the penalty to Chase Stewart. Then it's power play time for the Komets.
Minute 23 seconds. They'll have on power play. Lots of time. Let's win the draw right here. We'll get our man on the ice.
Jenks, of course, in the faceoff circle. Jenks and Wheatilla.
They go again.
Oh, Jenks is going to get kicked out. Szydlowski will come in. And here's Sid now. Ties it up on the dot. Still tied up. Now it squirts loose and Sol. We'll move it over to Boomhauer on the left side.
Power play Komets.
Long pass going to go all the way down into the Komet zone. And now power play time for the Komets. They rev it up. run into the Cincinnati zone, goes down into the corner. Sean Szydlowski down there, and now up along the far side. Komets can't keep it in, and Łyszczarczyk will go all the way back. Łyszczarczyk with a man on him, skates in front of his goaltender, Patrick Munson. Now he'll bring it ahead. Oh, he lost the handle on it, and the Cyclones will jam it right back down to Munson. Munson will quickly drop it. He'll backhand it up along the near side wall, and the Komets go in the wrong direction. 46 seconds to go on the power play, and the puck is stolen. Here's Johnson with a shot, shorthanded, goes wide, and it's going to wheel up along the near side, rim it up, and now here comes Doherty, going to come across the line, drop back pass to Łyszczarczyk, banks it off the wall, and out to the point. Szydlowski on the right side, comes into the corner, trying to get a little bit of space. Szydlowski now hangs onto it, drops it back. Gallipo in the high slot, moving to his left, has Szydlowski right side. He'll return it to Gallipo. Gallipo looking for a shot. He comes downstairs.
Looking from behind.
In front. Here is Gallipo winding up. Shot does not get through. And the puck comes up along the near side. Cyclones with it. They'll clear the zone. Down to 8 seconds to go on the power play. That'll just about do it.
Yep.
Gallipo takes it behind Munson.
All even, 5-on-5. Dumped in.
Flipped into the near side corner here in the Cincinnati zone. And now the Cyclones will send it all the way down. This should be an icing. And it will be. 5:10 to go here in the first. And we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Cincinnati buzzing in the Komet zone. Here's a shot that is blocked, and it goes into the corner, back behind the net. And we've got another penalty called on the Komets. With 4:33 to go here in the period, the Komets are going to sit in the box for the 3rd time here in the first period. Just can't give these Cyclones all these chances here. We're tied at 1, and we have got a timeout. So we are going to break again. 1-1 is our score. The Komets going in the penalty box. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Union Labor has been building Chevy and GMC pickup trucks for over 80 years. The UAW has been dedicated to building quality trucks at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant for over 30 years. Your friends and neighbors in the UAW work every day to bring those quality trucks to your favorite dealerships. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a full-size pickup truck such a great value. GMC and Chevy full-size pickup trucks built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Thanks to the UAW.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Tie game, 4:33 to go in the first, but the Komets are in the box again. Taylor Ross is sitting in the bin as our referee talking to Coach Ben Boudreau. It's been a penalty-filled first period. Komets taking 3 penalties, Cincinnati with 2.
Well, there was a pretty good check in the corner. That Cincinnati player brought his stick up or elbow and caught the defenseman in the Komet defenseman in the face area, and no call on it. I think that's what Ben Boudreau's talking about, trying to say, hey, there should have been a penalty on Cincinnati also, but that didn't get caught, and we're on a short-handed power play right now.
Face off to the right of Munson, who's played well tonight. He's turned aside 6 Cyclone shots. Only one has gotten past him. Face-off will be to Munson's right. Brady Vale will take the face-off for Cincinnati. And the puck comes up top to the blue line. Here's a shot. Munson got the blocker on it, and it goes into the corner. Up along to the blue line. Cross-ring pass almost snagged by the Komets, but it goes into the corner. Here's Boomhauer. Backhander onto the far side. Up top, here comes Gosling. Here's a shot, and what a save.
Good save
by Munson.
Puck moved back and forth from defenseman to defenseman. Munson slid across with the play. Took the shot, squared himself up. Got it off the chest, no rebound. Good save all the way. Face off in the Komet zone still.
Matthew Spencer with a rip from the blue line.
Good one.
Face off to the right of Munson, and the drop goes up top of the blue line again to Spencer. Feeds it up along the wall. Boomhauer gets spun down off the plate. The Komets cleared up along the near side. It's going to get out, and the Cyclones got to retreat. Spencer with it. And now the Cyclones still on a power play here for another 1:16. And it's Beaudry. Far boards. And the Cyclones get it across the line, but the Komets are there.
Intercepted. Nice play.
Sending it all the way down to Luukkonen. And Luukkonen will stop it. And it's grabbed by Beaudry. Beaudry off the wall.
Intercepted. Knocked down.
McKenzie gets in the way. Goes below the goal line. And the Cyclones having trouble getting out of their own end here on the power play. 59 seconds to go, and the Komets at their own blue line. They'll get it out. Here's McKenzie. Sends it backwards, and it's going to be flipped back in to the Cincinnati zone. Goes off the end wall. And the Cyclones got it. Matthew Spencer being pursued by Jermaine Lowen. Lowen all over him. Now he gets it back to Beaudry here on the near side corner in the Cincinnati zone. Look at Lowen down there causing all kinds of havoc. And now the puck finally comes forward to Brady Vale. Vale got a poke check.
Knocked down, shot down the ice.
The Komets will clear it back into the Cincinnati zone. 3 minutes to go in the period, tied at 1.
25 seconds in the power play.
And coming across the line is Gosling. Gosling comes in on Munson, tries to wrap it around. Munson got the left leg on it up top of the blue line. Munson regains his feet. Top of the right circle. And now here's a shot. Munson the save. He's able to gather it in.
Yep.
No rebound.
Another good save. Good save on the wraparound on him. He was able to get over and knock it down with his pads. And then the good shot from the angle. Played his angles, took the puck up high, grabbed the rebound, and held on. Good goaltending. Munson doing a good job.
Face off to the left of Munson, who has played well here so far in the first period.
9 seconds in the power play. One good draw on the faceoff here should do it.
Here's the drop. Komets get there. And they will come up along the near side. Petruzzelli on the near board, still with the puck. He'll send it backwards, and now
all even, 5 on 5.
5 on 5. Oh, the puck taken away by Vive here in the Komet zone. Vive will take a shot and a save by Munson. Another turnover.
Yeah, Binkley that time tried to do a flip pass up the center. Intercepted, knocked down. Cincinnati right on top of the goaltender with another quick shot. Good save.
2:26 to go in the period.
12 shots to 5 shots. Cincinnati leading. We got a tie score at 1, though.
Ben Johnson will take the face-off for the Cyclones. Shaq Marasti will be in there for the Komets. And the drop tied up on the dot. Still tied up now. It gets loose to Johnson below the goal line. Now Schultz along the far board. Cycles it back down low to Johnson. Johnson up along the wall. We skate 5 on 5 here, but it looks like a power play for Cincinnati. They set up Gosling with a shot. Save made by Munson. And now it's grabbed by Ben Johnson. Far side, Gosling with it at the blue line. Another shot. This one is going to hit off of the stick, and it's going to get out of play.
Yep, deflected up and over the screen. Going to bring the face up in the Komet zone still. Line changed by both teams. We're down to 2:01 in the period.
Komets just 5 shots on goal here in the first period. First one may have been the best. It was Taylor Ross on a breakaway. Got on him Luukkonen, but Luukkonen made a great save, but the Komets would score one. Brett McKenzie is 9th of the season, and we're tied at 1. Face off to the left of Munson. And it comes up top of the circle. Now to the blue line. The Komets with it. And now it's going to be pushed in to the Cyclones.
No icing.
All the way up along the near side. Luukkonen trying to slow it down. Now it goes into the corner. In front of the net. Oh, they had Jenks pass behind him. And now the Cyclones get it up along the wall. Now they will go backwards. And now they try and get some space for themselves. Sol will get it onto the near side. And the Cyclones pitch it into the Comet zone. Munson will stop it with the paddle of his stick, and he will give it to Gallipo. Backhander up along the near side. Gets loose, and now the Comets try to catch up to it. Oh, bounces off the wall all the way down. No icing on this. Comets will change. Down to 1:24 to go in the period. Now this puck is going to go off of the stick of Shaw Boomhauer. No, it didn't. It's going to be icing on the Cyclones with 1:19 to go.
Comets back at it next Friday. 27th, Brampton in town. So, Canada, get ready, guys.
Comets will go up to Brampton in March. We do not see the Newfoundland Growlers, so only one Canadian team this year.
Brampton having a pretty good season so far this year, coming off strong. So, they've been in the league about 4 years. So, starting to get a little better as that team progresses.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen in the Cincinnati zone, and it goes into the corner. Frank Hora is there. He'll flip it ahead. Bouncing puck to the Comet blue line. Now off the wall. Comets will play it forward. Now right back into the Cincinnati zone. Far side corner. Hora is there again. Goes around the wall looking for Sol. Stepping up is Ross into the corner. Comets try to put it out in front.
Back to the point. Last minute of the period.
And Hora has got it. Boomhauer on the right wing. He snags it. He'll come across the line. Boomhauer spins around. Bryson Martin took him off his feet and goes back below the goal line. Now snagged out of midair by Munson.
He'll hold on to anything around the net there. No second chances. Just hold on to everything you get, guy. Face-off will stay in the Comet zone. 48 seconds in the period.
1-1 is our score. Brett McKenzie with a tally early on in the first period. And here's the drop to left of Munson. Boomhauer will take the face-off for Cincinnati. And it is Jenks for the Comets. Jenks goes down to one knee. He's able to win it. Flips it around the wall. And it's played up along the near side here in the Comet zone. Bouncing puck to the neutral zone. And it's sent over. Beaudry. Lead pass going to be intercepted. Comets will flip it in. Luukkonen will glove it down. He'll keep the puck moving. He'll drop it. And now back below the goal line. Beaudry with a man on him. Beaudry on the right side. Enters the neutral zone. Comets are there, and they pitch it right back into the Cincinnati end. 24 seconds to go in the period. Puck is going to go off the stick of Edouard. Big hit there at center ice. The puck goes in the Comet zone. Now sent all the way around the wall. Now it comes out in front. Bouncing puck. The Comets are able to get it. They play it off the wall. Down to 11 seconds. The Cyclones still with it. Now it'll be Doherty with it for the Comets. He'll bank it off the glass. And that is going to find its way back in the Cincinnati zone. No icing. Down to 1 second. That'll do it. 1-1 is our score after 20 minutes between the Comets and the Cincinnati Cyclones. And a lot of dump and chase hockey out there, Robbie. I'm not sure that was the plan or just the way everybody just wants to skate tonight.
Well, these guys have played each other a few times, 4 times so far. Cincinnati outshoots them 13-5, but we have a tie score at 1. But everybody's sort of waiting for somebody to make the mistake. And both these teams skate and they forecheck very well. And I think they're trying to play off anybody making mistakes. So a couple of the goals that they scored, the Cincinnati goal, and of course the Comet goal out of the corner. Petruzzelli stole it off the defenseman. Nice pass to McKenzie, and they got the goal. So wait for the break, sit back, don't give the other team the advantage.
So the Comets and the Cyclones skated to a 1-1 tie at the end of 20 minutes of play. We got the Big City Cars big intermission show coming up. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on Whoa Whoa.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
If you've been beat up after a tough night on the ice or a hard day at the office, locally owned Mattress Warehouse can score you a quality sleep at a comfortable price. With brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Symbol, our experienced team will find you the comfort and support that will make you feel like a winner. Rush into one of our 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or log on to MattressWarehouseFW.com.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight. This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
For all of your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Kaleidoscope Floors is giving you a chance to be a part of the Komets this season. Just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WOWO during the second intermission of each home game. It's all presented by Kaleidoscope Floors, now at their new larger location, 1610 West Cook Road. Contest open to kids 9 and older and must be accompanied by an adult. Sign up right now and be the next Kaleidoscope Floors guest statistician of the game.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons taking you through this one. It's been a good one. 1-1 is our score. As we take a look at the game sheet, first our shots on goal being brought to you by Huntington University. Komet season ticket holders can take 25% off all tuition at Huntington University. And the Komets need to get some more shots on goal. Just 5 in that first period. Cincinnati put 13 on the Komets goaltender Patrick Munson. As the goal scores goes like this. It was Wutila, his 6th of the season at 4:36. Beaudry the assist. The Komets would even it up at 8:20. Brett McKenzie, his 9th of the season. Anthony Petruzzelli getting the assist. Luukkonen, the goaltender for Cincinnati, made 4 saves on 5 shots, and Patrick Munson looking very good, looking sharp there between the pipes for the Komets, making 12 saves in that first period. Plenty of chances on the power plays for both teams. The Komets had 2. Cincinnati, they had 3. As we had Shaq Marasti going off for tripping at 2:44. Jesse Schultz for Cincinnati. Interference at 3:23. Chase Stewart tripping at 11:14 for the Komets. Beaudry holding at 12:37. And then Taylor Ross high sticking at 15:27. So quite a few penalties in that first period. Both teams, they just appear to be feeling each other out because it's a big one. The Komets need these 2 points, and they've also got to break this 3-game skid they are currently on. All right, we will take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. We'll come back and have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And the drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
When you're in pain from an orthopedic injury, muscle or joint issues, or sports injuries, you want treatment right away. You want Parkview Ortho Express, our orthopedic walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without a referral or appointment. From sprains and strains to broken bones to neck and back pain, Parkview Ortho Express is here to help with diagnostics, x-rays, treatment, and referrals. All in one location at Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in anytime Monday through Thursday from 7 to 7, Friday 7 to 5, or Saturday 8 to noon. Parkview Ortho Express. Same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without an appointment. Visit Parkview Ortho Express at the south entrance of Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. To learn more, call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com/Ortho Express.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We got a tie hockey game after 20 minutes of play here at the Coliseum. 1-1 is our score as we take a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Meijer, where you get the rewards without the work. We've got some games getting close to being final. One has gone final, the Worcester Railers 7 and the Brampton Beast 3. Game to keep an eye on because it concerns the Komets. The Toledo Walleye, they are 1 point behind the Komets in the standings, and they are tied at 2 against the Indy Fuel with 2 minutes to go in the third period down in Indianapolis tonight. 4-0, the Florida Everblades, they are over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits with 1:24 to go in the second. Tie score in Jacksonville, Florida between the Icemen and the South Carolina Stingrays, 2-2. They are coming to the end of the second period. Same score in Glens Falls, New York between the Maine Mariners and the Adirondack Thunder. They are at the end of 2 periods of play. Down in Georgia tonight, the Orlando Solar Bears are in town taking on the Atlanta Gladiators, and that game is 3-2 Solar Bears in the second period. The Kalamazoo Wings trying to stay hot. They're up 2-1 on the Wheeling Nailers with 4:13 to go in the second. That game being played in West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia. No score between the Idaho Steelheads and the Norfolk Admirals. They're going to the second period. 2-0, the Allen Americans, 21 wins on the season. They're up 2-0 on the Rapid City Rush down in Allen tonight. The Tulsa Oilers, they're up 2-0 on the Kansas City Mavericks with 7:21 to go in the first. And also in the first period, the Utah Grizzlies 1 and the Wichita Thunder 0. As it's a busy night in the ECHL, taking the Christmas break after tonight. As we take a look at the standings around the league, as most teams looking at 25, some already 30 games played. In Newfoundland's case, they are 20-10. They are atop the North Division, followed by Brampton Reading and the Adirondack Thunder. In the South Division, the South Carolina Stingrays, another team with 20 wins on the season. South Carolina, their record is 22-3. Unbelievable start for the South Carolina Stingrays. They are followed by Florida, Greenville, and Orlando in the South Division. In the Central, it is a tight race. The Cyclones right now got a little bit of separation between themselves and the Fort Wayne Komets, but the Komets can cut into that lead with a victory here tonight. Cincinnati 40 points, the Komets with 33, and then the Walleye with 32, and the Wheeling Nailers with 30. So everybody jammed up there 2, 3, and 4. And Indy, we saw them last night. They're playing a lot better, and it looks like they may get another point here tonight as they are playing the Toledo Walleye. They've got 1:41 left to go in the third. So if the Walleye are able to pick up at least 1 point, that would pull them even with the Komets. And the Indy Fuel, if they pick up a pair, they're going to get 2 points outside of Wheeling. That's provided that Wheeling drops one tonight. Then the Kalamazoo Wings, they're in 6th place with 19 points with only 8 wins on the season, but they too are getting healthy and playing much better hockey. In the Mountain Division, the Allen Americans, 21 wins on the season. They're 21-5-3, 45 points. That is the best record in the ECHL. And you've got Idaho in second place, Rapid City in third, and then Wichita in fourth. They are tied with Utah. Those teams each have 31 points. As we make the turn into Christmas break, and it is going to be a good time there in the second half as the Komets, a lot of action here on home ice after the Christmas break. Friday, we're back at it against the Brampton Beast on the 29th. We are in Kalamazoo, we're in Kalamazoo comes to town on the 29th. The 28th, the Komets are in Kalamazoo. Then on Tuesday, it is New Year's Eve, and that is against the Toledo Walleye. And we all know that is a big night because it will be a chance for Komet fans to eat free walleye from the Fish House. The Fish House located just down the street from the Coliseum on North Clinton, giving you a chance to eat free walleye when the Komets beat the Toledo Walleye at home this season. Just take your ticket to the Fish House for a free walleye appetizer with the purchase of a regular entree. So eat walleye coming up New Year's Eve as the Komets take on the Walleye here at the Coliseum. 1-1 is our score. We're going to take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Pacina. Did you know that Afton is Fort Wayne's most referred dental provider? At Afton, we pioneered the concept of patient-friendly dentistry. That means we only recruit staff that are passionate about helping patients. If our employees feel that way, imagine what that means for you. That's right. If they love their job, it means better care for you and your family. That's what patient-friendly dentistry is all about. Our team of doctors actually listen to your needs and concerns. Haven't seen a dentist in several years? That's okay. We won't make you feel bad or expect you to do everything all at once. We'll do everything possible to ensure you get exceptional care, detailed explanations, and comfortable financial options. Why not schedule a no-cost exam today? Call Afton across from the Coliseum on Parnell at 482-8386 or visit our website at afton.com.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the winning values you've been looking for on all the new 2020 models, starting at only $34,000. Check out the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the only open-air pickup truck, or change lines to the Power Top, now available for the first time ever on Jeep Wrangler. The all-new 2020 Ram 1500 pickup with best-in-class fuel economy, with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. For all your everyday work needs, we also have an awesome selection of our new line of commercial Pro Master vans. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all in one place. Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is proud to support the Komets and our community for over 40 years. Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. 1-1 is our score as the Komets trying to break that 3-game skid they are currently on. The Komets before that road trip, or actually during that road trip, took us all the way out to Idaho. The Komets were on a 6-game winning streak, but they come home on a losing streak. Hopefully that is going to be snapped here tonight. Komet fans, Snap Auto Parts is giving you a month full of winning deals to help you stay safe on the roads during the winter. Stop into your local store and buy a 2-pack of Night Vision Brilliant headlamps and get a pair of Proformer wiper blades for free, because when you put safety first, your equipment shouldn't be second rate. Napa Auto Parts is proud to be a part of your community and a proud sponsor of the Fort Wayne Komets. And Komet fans, when water, fire, and mold or storm damage strikes your home or business, you want a hometown team you can trust. Call the team the Komets call, Hayes & Sons. Learn more at hayesondsons.com. We'll take another break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. 1-1. Komets and the Cyclones. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Sports fans, Bet Indiana News has got you covered. Football, basketball, baseball, and more. Bet Indiana News is the sharpest source for the latest sports betting news from across the country and around the state. And always with an eye on the action, the favorites, the underdogs, the sharp money, and more. It's where you'll find all the sports betting info you want, all at one site. Visit BetIndianaNews.com today.
This is Komets head coach Ben Boudreau inviting everyone to Texas Roadhouse before every Komets home game. Wear your favorite Komets jersey and get a free cactus blossom. And you can even sit in the famous Komets Corner. Texas Roadhouse is the home of award-winning steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, and unbelievable fresh-baked bread. Of course, Texas Roadhouse has plenty of ice-cold beer and legendary margaritas. Get to Texas Roadhouse with your Komets jersey before every Komets home game and get a free cactus blossom. Texas Roadhouse on Washington Center Road.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. 1-1 is our score between the Komets and the Cincinnati Cyclones. Komet fans, every Tuesday we have got a new episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast. You can check that out by going to komets.com or go to Apple Podcasts. And also, it is brought to you by Huntington University, and all Komet season ticket holders can take advantage of 25% off tuition. Just call the Komet office or the Huntington University admissions office. As this week's guest, we've got Jermaine Lowen, and Jermaine Lowen and I sat down in Idaho, and we had a great conversation. He has got a terrific terrific story, so make sure you check out that episode along with all the others, and we will play a portion of that episode coming up during the second intermission. Again, the Huntington University Komets podcast available on Apple Podcasts and at Komets.com. And Komet fans, if your kids are interested in hitting the ice, come out to the Sport One Parkview Ice House, the official practice facility of the Fort Wayne Komets. The Ice House offers learn to skate programs for future hockey players and figure skaters, youth and adult recreational leagues, and an adult developmental league for adults with minimal hockey experience. The Ice House also offers public skating opportunities, birthday parties, and the Overtime Bar and Grill, where you can enjoy great food and drink options, including the new Spaceman Ale. We are getting ready to go for period number 2. We are tied at 1. We will take one last break. Second period coming up on the other side. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call, that's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Diamo Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Diamo provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Diamo Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBDRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. We'll start off the second period 5-on-5. We've had a few power plays here tonight, and the Komets, they've had a couple, but they've got very minimal shots tonight. Only 5 on the Cincinnati net, and that is going to have to go up.
Well, they've done a good job killing off the penalties because Cincinnati's got a pretty good power play. Komets have done a good job there. Cincinnati's had 3 opportunities. 2 of them were cut in half because they got themselves a penalty, and the Komets evened it up there for half the penalties. But even to keep this Cincinnati at bay off the power play, done a good job doing that. And again, the other concern, only 5 shots on goal. We talked about that at the start of the game. Problem they had last night, they didn't get the quality shots on goal, and they are not taking the shots and getting the shots this game either. So they've got to improve that for sure.
Out to center ice we go. And the puck is dropped. Shaq Marasti in there for the Komets. And the Cyclones are able to get it into the Komet zone quickly. Here's Schultz angling a shot. Takes a shot. Save made. And the rebound goes on to the near side. Pumped off the wall. And all the way down it goes. Racing over is Kurt Gosling. He goes behind his netminder, Luukkonen. And now gets it into the corner. Onto the near side here is Marasti. Got a skate on it, but he can't control it. And back come the Cyclones. Onto the far side they come. Right in front here, Schultz couldn't handle the pass. He picks it back up. Schultz now got a man on him. Marasti knocks it off the wall. Now the Komets got something cooking here in the neutral zone. Coming across the line, they do. Here is McKenzie. It's going to roll down to Luukkonen, and he'll cover it up.
Nobody was able to take control of the puck. They had 3 players crossing the blue line, yet nobody could take control of it, make a pass until it got off the stick and rolled to the goaltender. He grabbed on and killed the play, but the Komets, with an advantage here, 3-on-2, did not get the puck control.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen in the Cincinnati zone. 1-1 is our score here in the second period. A.J. Jenks to take the face-off for the Komets. Jenks gets it up along the wall, and the Komets push it up to the point. Working down low. Now it's going to be swiped around. Here's Jenks on the other end. Jenks up along the near side. Now he'll send it back below the line. Here's Łyszczarczyk trying to jam it in. And a left pad save by Lukanen.
Petruzzelli.
And it's going to be taken by the Cyclones behind the net. Matthew Spencer gets it out to the center line. Flipped in by Boomhauer, and Munson again taking no chances.
Yeah. Well, he bobbled a little bit, so he made sure he got the glove on it. Take the whistle. Line change by both teams again. Just starting the second period here. 1-1 score.
We'll set up to the right. Patrick Munson making his home Comet debut. Already got a win under his belt a couple weeks ago up in Kalamazoo. Playing well here in the second period. He's seen 15 shots, turned aside 14 of them. And the Komets win the face-off. Here's Petruzzelli. He'll scoot it into the Cincinnati zone. Cyclones in after it. And Jelly makes it off the wall. Now onto the far boards. Coming out to the blue line, bouncing puck, and now back into the Comet zone. Off the wall, cross-ring pass. Brady Vale will stick it back into the Comet zone, all the way around the wall. And now flip below the goal line for Bryson Martin. Martin controls it, tries to feed it back upstairs, and it's going to be taken by Jason Binkley. Binkley goes back behind Munson, gets some space, and now a quick pass to McKenzie. It's going to go off of his stick. The Komets get it, however, and now back into the Cincinnati zone. Sent all the way into the corner. Soul in after it for Cincinnati. The Cyclones get the puck back, and it's fed up into the neutral zone. Off the wall. Komets turn it back the other way. Kicked into the Cyclone zone. Here's Jermaine Lowen. Lowen going into the corner after it. Lowen feeds it up along the wall. Nobody home, and the Cyclones are able to get it to the blue line, but not out. Now it's going to be scooted back into the Comet zone. Going back for it. Here's Marasti now onto the far side, or it's Haas rather. Haas will get it along, and now back into the Cincinnati zone. Bouncing puck going all the way below the goal line, and now it's sped up along the near side. Going to go off a skate, and the Komets back. Here's Haas. He'll flip it back in and all the way in to the Cincinnati zone. Cody Soul after it, and we go back behind the net. Dornbach down there for Cincinnati, and the Komets are going to go back to the box.
I think is going to get it. Interference.
So it'll be Lowen going into the box.
He went in aggressively. The man turned and came at him. And that's the man he collided with. It was sort of accidental collision, but the man didn't have the puck. And that creates the interference. Bit of a cheapie. Not a good call by the referee, I don't think. Power play Cincinnati, though.
Fourth power play of the game for the Cyclones. Komets still just 6 shots on goal. Cincinnati with 15. And here's the face-off to the right of Munson in the Comet zone. Jenks will take the face-off, goes in the corner to Binkley. It's sent all the way around the wall. On the left side, the Komets do a nice job. They cleared all the way down. Lukanen will come out. He'll stop it, and the Cyclones will start up fresh from their own zone. Coming up along the near side, here's Gosling. He cuts it to the middle of the ice. Komets are there to defend.
Intercepted. Nice play.
All the way down.
Ross dumps it down the ice.
Gosling will pick it up. He goes back behind Lukanen. And now he zips it forward. Komets right there.
Knocked out of the air.
And they're going to call high stick on the Komets, playing the puck with a high stick.
We'll take it right there. That'll kill the place. Komets are a man short right now.
No, they're going to call it too many men on the ice. Bayless will go in the box.
Bad exchange of players at the time. Wow. 5-on-3, quick change bout right now.
So the Komets now 2 men down with 16:49 to go. Second period, we're tied at 1. And it's a 5-on-3 for Cincinnati. Jenks will take the face-off.
Big challenge right here for the Komets. Kill this off, guys.
Jenks can't win it. Comes up to the blue line. And now Brady Vale, top of the right circle. Back up to Gosling. Gosling lines up a shot. It goes high. And that's going to rim out to the safety net. So we'll stop things. And the Komets have a chance to win another faceoff.
Yeah, they'll stay with the same lineup right now. They got Jenks at center. Big defenseman out there, Doherty. And Binkley on the far side. A lot of experience on the ice right there. Trying to kill this one off.
To the left of Munson.
2 men short.
And it goes into the corner. Doherty, double team down there, trying to keep it down there, trying to get some of the clock off. Again, it's a 2-man advantage for Cincinnati. Brady Vale is able to get it free. Or that's Vive, rather. He's going to go back behind the net. Now he feeds it up top to the blue line. And here's Gosling. Gosling over onto the far circle. One-timer by Vale. Ripped it wide. And back on the far side to the blue line. Gosling, another to Vale. Give and go in front of the nets. Side shot goes wide. Back up along the near side. And it is Brady Vale again. Top of the right circle. Vale now in the slots. Over to Gosling. Gosling down low shot. Score.
He kept moving it around. Finally got it to the angle. Angle shot. The goaltender, Munson, couldn't get over to the post. They get it in the short side. 2-man power play. Cincinnati.
And that was before the penalty to Lowen expired. So still a power play for Cincinnati. 2-1 Cyclones.
Johnson got it.
Johnson with the goal. And the Komets down by 1. Brett McKenzie goes back out to center ice with Angeli.
Still a man in the penalty box for the Komets for 1:15. It was a 2-man power play.
Bayless in the box, serving that too many men on the ice penalty. And the Cyclones go all the way back in their own zone. They'll rev things up. As intercepted, Komets with it, shorthanded. It is Szydlowski. Shot and a save made by Luukkonen.
Sid intercepted the play, tried to break to the net, but the defenseman cut him off. Little back pass to his winger. Got it a little too tight. Goaltender was able to grab onto it. Still a man short for the Komets for 57 seconds.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen. And it comes up top to the blue line. The Komets try and hold on to it. It goes out to the neutral zone. Now the Komets get it back in their own end. Now it's sent all the way down the length of the ice. Goes off the end wall. And now Luukkonen got caught. He goes behind the net. Komets cannot capitalize as the Cyclones get back on the puck. Angeli with it. He'll turn the corner coming down the ice. He's going to flip it forward on the right side. Here is Vale. Drop back to Angeli. Couldn't get a shot off. Angeli comes up top to the blue line. Now we got a penalty called. It's going to be on Cincinnati.
We'll take it.
And the Komets will have a chance to get the equalizer here. It's 2-1 Cincinnati. 26 seconds left on the power play for the Cyclones. And now this will be negated. Angeli's going to go into the box. All right, we'll take that. We got some 4-on-4 hockey coming up. 2-1 Cincinnati, 15 to go here in the second period. And we'll set up to the left of Luukkonen in the Cincinnati zone. Connor Sanvito just called up from Evansville of the SPHL. He'll take it. And the Komets win it. Here's Bryson Martin. Martin winds up. Here's a shot. Save made into the corner. Up along the near side. Sanvito on the puck. Being held up. Trying to move it up top to the blue line. Sanvito double teamed up along the wall. Now McKenzie gets in there, and he is going to jam away at it. The Komets, or Petruzzelli, rather. He'll pick it up. And Petruzzelli goes all the way around. Now he'll enter the Cincinnati zone. Komets on a power play. And the puck goes along the far side.
5-on-4, Komets.
Binkley going into the corner, swipes it around the wall. Up top of the blue line, Bayless will find Bryson Martin. Now Martin, here's a shot.
Front,
save made,
rebound,
loose in front, poked away by Luukkonen, still loose.
Whack that.
Luukkonen's able to knock it down.
Use the point.
Szydlowski up top. Szydlowski now on the right dot. He'll take a shot, misses it wide. Sent up along the near side. Komets try and keep it in. That's going to be grabbed hold by the Cyclones and sent down the length of the ice. Komets set that up beautifully, but they couldn't get it past Luukkonen. We got 1 minute to go on the power play. 2-1 Cincinnati. Here is Martin coming across the line, and it's going to go into the corner. Bayless back over to Martin in the slot.
Move the puck.
Komets with it. Jenks will take a shot through some traffic.
Rebound.
Made. And now it'll be Bryson Martin in the corner. Looking for some space up top of the blue line. Slide it over to Bayless. Bayless left circle shot. And a save made to Luukkonen. Get all the way along the far side. Bryson Martin catches up to it. And it goes into the corner. Jenks will swing it all the way up top. Here on the near side point. Here's Bayless on the left wing. And he could not control it. And the Cyclones clear it out. quickly off the wall, the goaltender. And now taken away by Mitten. Mitten will come across the line. Mitten going to go in, takes a shot, save made. And it will be Munson keeping the puck going with just 5 seconds to go on the power play. And the puck goes into the corner, and it'll be Gallipo, and now we're back to even up, 5-on-5. Gallipo coming through the neutral zone, into the Cincinnati zone, fed up along the wall, and it goes into the corner. Back behind the net, Beaudry with it, pumps it off the wall. Now up along the far side, Gallipo on it again, and now the Komets can't keep it in, and now we're coming out to the center line. Vive will get it over, right side, here's a shot. No, it's going to be blocked, and it goes all the way into the corner. Sent all the way up along the far corner here in the Komet zone. Far side,
scrap over
we got a
here.
scrap going. We got Haas. Haas is locked in with Matthew Spencer, and they're exchanging blows. Here's Haas with an uppercut. He's got a hold of his jersey, hauls him down.
They wrestle to the ground. Two big guys.
And that'll be 5 minutes for fighting for each. See if anything else is tacked on. 12:44 to go in the second period. 2-1 Cyclones. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Coming out of the timeout. Let's see if any extra time is going to be handed down to Matthew Spencer and Kyle Haas. They're both in the box, but our referee talking to Ben Boudreau. Andrew Brueggemann is our official tonight. Looks like we will be 5-on-5. As that fracas started behind the play. It wasn't even around the puck. So we'll see if maybe they exchanged slashes or not. Maybe one team wants an instigator, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be 5-on-5. Face off to the right of Munson. Still 2-1 Cincinnati here in the second.
And that's what they got, 5 minutes each. We play 5-on-5. Here we go.
Komets with the puck behind the net. Doherty gets it all the way out to the center line where the Cyclones get it back. Now off the wall, back in the Komet zone. Munson directs traffic. He gets it to Doherty. Doherty up along the far side. It's going to skip off the stick of Gosling, and he'll go back into his own end. Cyclones with it over to Vive. Vive at the center line. Sends it backwards into the Komet zone. And now it will be Johnson. Floats one over. Here's a shot by Gosling. Ripped it wide. Back on the near side. Coming into the corner. It'll be Johnson. Back below. They try and center it. Knocked away. Vive had a chance. Centering play by Schultz to the blue line. That'll skip out. And the Cyclones drift back in their own zone. Gosling with it. Moving it forward. Tipped all the way into the Komet zone. Munson will stop it. Now Munson finds Doherty on the right wing. Doherty tries to go over to Lowen. Lowen spun off the puck, and now the Cyclones get it back. They'll come across the line. Up along the near side. Komets steal it back. On the left wing, Lowen cannot control it. And now back the other way. Taken again, Edward. On the right side to Vale. Vale coming across.
Walking in, heads up.
Trying to backhand it. Now it's broken up, and now it goes on the near side. Here's Jermaine Lowen on the left wing.
Dump and go, dump and go.
Lowen goes into the corner. Got a man out in front. Lowen goes behind the net. Tries to wrap it around. He sent it through the paint. And now onto the left side. Jenks with a shot. Save made. And
Short
hanging
side
on is going to be Luukkonen.
Throw it at the net. He got no play. That was right on the short side as Luukkonen was able to cover up, was aware of the shot, made the save, and killed the play right there. Throw it at the net if you got no play, guys.
Komets are down 2-1. Cyclones scoring on a 5-on-3 power play in this period. That is the difference. Another close hockey game. Komets involved in a one-goal affair last night. And combined, these two teams have played in 16 one-goal games. Here's the face-off to the right of Luukkonen. It goes into the corner. Cyclones played up along the wall and out. Bryson Martin goes back. Oh, we got it taken away by Witilla. He's got a man. He takes the shot. Had a 2-on-1 there, but he decided to take the shot, and Munson makes the save.
Well, he was in the best position. The defense was between him and the far winger, and he decided to turn. He took the shot very quickly. He may have wanted to go in a little closer and had a chance to deke, but goaltender Munson come up with a big save. No rebound on the play and held her out. Good save.
Face off to the left of Munson. And the puck goes behind the net. Here is Jason Binkley. Binkley eyes the spot up at the blue line. It's picked off and sent back into the Comet zone. Back below the goal line. And up along the near side. We got a penalty on the Comets. We're going to have an elbowing call, I think. It's going to be on Bryson Martin. Him and Mitten, they locked up. And then Martin came up with the arm. Caught him with the elbow. And Martin going to go back to the box.
Yep. Too many penalties getting up the Comets. Can't get any flow in the play right now as they're killing off penalties. So, tough job for the Comets right now. Face-off will stay in the zone as we're down 2-1. 10:51 to go in the period.
Face-off to the right of Munson, who has faced 17 shots tonight. And Jenks will take the face-off for the Comets. Jenks sends it up along the wall, but not out to the blue line. Here's Gosling. Got a man right out in front. It was Ben Johnson. Johnson, pass intercepted by Jenks.
Dumped down the ice. Jenks made sure of it.
He'll find a gap, and it's going to go all the way down. Luukkonen will stop it. Cyclones with the puck. Oh, the Comets with the steal right out in front of the net. Couldn't get a shot off. And now, back on the far side. Here's Gosling coming across the line. His team on a power play. They try and center it. Bad
pass. Out of the zone. Bad pass.
That's going to get all the way out to center ice.
Petruzzelli forechecking.
Johnson with the puck over onto the far side. Takes a wide turn. Comets will chase after him. Johnson will enter the Comet zone on the near boards. Fed up along to Schultz. Could have put it right out in front. Shot. Save made by Munson.
Munson again.
Got the blocker on it. And Munson hanging tough down there in the Comet net.
4 shots on Munson. 5 shots on Munson this period. 5 shots by the Comets. So keep pounding them away. Throw the puck at the net, guys. Still power play time for Cincinnati. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Face off in the Comet zone. Drop the puck, guys.
Comes out.
Slidesman.
All the way down the Cincinnati zone. And the puck goes behind the net. Beaudry with it. And he'll skate with it. He'll send it ahead. Quick pass to Angeli. He'll come across the line. And he goes into the corner. Backhands it around the wall. And it goes into the corner. Up top of the blue line, Beaudry slides it over. Now back down low. Give and go in front. Looking for Brady Vale. And the pass is tipped. And it's going to go all the way down.
Comets took the high slot man and lift the stick. Puck went right down the ice.
Beaudry with the puck. Has Angeli on the right side. He'll play it forward. They come across. Here's a shot. That's going to be missed wide.
Winger wide open.
Coming to the blue line. Comets intercept Morasti. Stood up at the blue line by Beaudry, but he's still able to get it into the Cincinnati zone. Brady Vale with it. Backhander. And now they will enter the zone on the right side. Angeli coming across. Drops it off. And up top they come. Here's Beaudry. Up top. High slot. Over on the far dot now. Here's a shot. It is blocked. Rebound goes to Vale. Down to 10 seconds to go in the power play. And the puck onto the near side. Witilla to the blue line. Dornbach with a shot.
That was blocked again. Come on, guys. Kill it off.
Vale with it again.
All even. 5-on-5.
They come down
puck
low.
Now.
And Dornbach will let the puck go. Now the Comets got something going here. Coming out of the box. Coming in, here's a shot and a save made by Luukkonen.
Goaltender slid across and intercepted it. Good heads-up play by the goaltender, but the Comets got a break, and with the extra man coming on the ice, had a bit of a 2-on-1, tried to goal-mouth the pass, got intercepted by the goalie, and a good save all around.
And that was the Comets' best scoring chance of the period. Comets 5 shots in the first period, 5 here in the second. Face off to the right of Luukkonen. And the net is dislodged, so we've got to get that reset. Komets back in action next Friday as the Brampton Beasts come to town. Then we're on the road in Kalamazoo on Saturday, and then Kalamazoo comes back on Sunday. Jenks will take the face-off for the Komets. We got Binkley and Martin back at the blue line. One cleanly back to Martin. He'll slide it over to Binkley. And now Szydlowski on the right side trying to get around Soul. Szydlowski to the point. And now Soul on his back gives him a chop. Szydlowski dangles around. He gets it into the corner. Back after it. Jenks. Jenks up along the far side. Here's AJ. All the way up top of the blue line taking a shot. It's going to go into the corner. And it's going to be grabbed by Hora. And now back the other way. The Komets trying to control it. Bouncing puck at neutral ice. And now it'll be Hora on the right side. Hora will feather it into the Komet zone. And after it goes Binkley. Binkley onto the near side. And now off the wall. And now out of the zone. 2-1 Cincinnati here in the second period. Jenks with it.
Up
Jenks
the center.
will come across the line. And now he sends it around the wall. And now into the corner. Komets cannot pick it up. And now back come the Cyclones on the attack right side. It'll be Johnson to Schultz. Schultz now in front of the net. Here's a shot. Oh, doesn't get through. Binkley with it. He'll float it forward. Good looking play there by the Cyclones. They cannot get a shot on net. And the Cyclones with it in their own zone. Hassan on the right side. He will move it forward. Lost the handle on it. Now the Komets trying to turn it back the other way. Puck jumping around. No one wants possession of it as Schultz will get it back into the Cincinnati zone. Onto the far side. Pass comes ahead. Goes off the skate of Bayless. And now off the wall and now back into the Cincinnati end. Cyclones with it. Here is Beaudry going to go all the way back behind Luukkonen. And the pass fed up along the near side, intended for Angeli, but it's intercepted by Gallipo. Gallipo will get it over to Lowen. Lowen ahead to Bayless. Bayless coming across the line. He runs into a D-man, and now the puck goes back in the neutral zone for Gallipo. Gallipo sends it backwards off the wall, and now the Komets with it again. Jenks will come across the line. He'll flip it in. It goes wide of the net, and chasing after it is Lowen. Lowen going into the corner, met there by Dornbach. And now Matt Morasti down there. He is double teamed down in the corner. Lowen trying to get his stick in there. Now it's jammed up along the wall. To the near side and to the blue line. Komets with it. Here is a shot through traffic. Does not get through. And now it goes into the corner. Komets are going to be called offside with it. But the Cyclones retake it. And now it's going to come across the line. And now onto the far side and into the Komet zone, into the corner. Martin is there. Backhander gets it to Ross.
Attaboy.
And the Komets trying to hit Petruzzelli. And Petruzzelli going to go into the corner. Petruzzelli down there, lost the handle on it. It's scooped up along the near side. Cyclones will clear the zone. And
it'll be icing.
This is an icing. Yes, it will be.
Good call.
And we got 5:52 to go in the period. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Applebee's holiday gift cards are the best thing that's happened to elves since, well, pointy hats. Instead of making gifts in the workshop, I can give a $50 gift card and get a $10 bonus card for boneless wings and handcrafted burgers. Burgers. Applebee's gift cards. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Bonus card expires March 1st, 2020 and may not be redeemed on day of issuance. Restrictions apply. See cards for details.
Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
6.
We are back in action here in the Coliseum.
Another icing. That'll bring it back.
Get whistled for icing, and the puck is going to come down into their zone with 5:36 to go here in the second period. Cyclones lead at 2-1.
Face off in the Komet zone. 5:36. We're down 1 in the second period here. Both teams have had a couple of scoring chances, but Cincinnati 18 shots on goal. The Komets only 10. And that's the story of the game right there. Not enough shots.
Morasti will take the face-off. It goes into the corner, and Binkley pumps it off the wall. Now the Komets pick it up onto the right side. Here's Szydlowski coming across.
Go to the net.
Drag around a man.
Too much Deacon. Go to the net.
Goes into the corner. Frank Hora up with it for Cincinnati. He'll scoot it up along the near side. Komets Morasti got a skate on it, but the Komets are offside.
Good defensive play to force the play at the blue line, but he just got it as it snuck out, went back in. Offside. Face-off will stay outside the Cincinnati blue line.
And that'll get us down to a timeout. We will step aside 2-1 Cincinnati. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka, all famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community. Part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
5:18 to go in the second period. Komets are down by a goal. And the face-off will be outside the Cincinnati blue line near face-off dots as we get a little ice repair here. Remember, the Komets back in town on the 27th against the Brampton Beasts. And then we've got Kalamazoo on the 29th, and then New Year's Eve against the Toledo Walleye. Get your tickets at the Coliseum Ticket Office.
Yeah, they come back from vacation. They get a day or two off. Bang, right back at it. 3 games in 3 nights.
And the face-off into the Komet zone, picked up by Boomhauer. He is going to angle in, and no shot as he goes into the corner. Now up along the near side. Petruzzelli gives it a jab, and it's going to go to Stewart. Stewart will play it up along the wall. It's going to be jabbed at. It's going to go all the way down.
No icing called.
Cyclones with the puck behind the net. The zone moves up along the left side. Now he sends it center off the stick of Mitten, and now back into the Komet zone. It goes into the corner. Komets give it a whack, and it goes behind the net. Here is Brett McKenzie, who's got the only Komet goal tonight. Lost it to Shaw Boomhauer. Now it's going to be poked aside, and now back down into the corner. Big hit down there by Boomhauer on McKenzie. The puck is going to come loose to Ross. And Taylor Ross on the far side. Ross trying to enter the zone, and he does, but he runs into Johnson. Johnson, a long stretch pass. He had Vive coming up along the near side, and he gets it, and he goes into the corner. Now to Schultz. Schultz trying to go back to Vive, but he was rocked by Chase Stewart, and it goes up along the far side. Ben Johnson with it. Johnson feeds it down low into the corner. Stewart trying to wave at it. He is going to be taken off by Schultz. Schultz on the far side. Here's a shot. It's going to be blocked coming up right in the slot. Picked up. Shot. Another one goes wide. Back on the near boards. Jermaine Lowen got a piece of it, but not out. Kept up along the wall by Vive. Now Schultz going down low to Johnson. Ben Johnson on the far side. Takes a shot.
To the net. Intercepted.
Komets off the wall. Backhander. Stewart trying to get it out. Runs into Schultz. Schultz keeps it in. It goes in the corner. Stewart again with another chance. And now he will give it up, and the Komets go right up to the blue line. It's held in. Johnson again. Now we got a hand pass on Cincinnati.
Finally get a whistle.
Yes.
We couldn't get control. We couldn't get the puck out of the zone. Cincinnati swarming all over us. Unfortunately, none of the shots hit the net. Komets finally get the whistle with a line change from both sides. 3:35 to go. Second period here.
Remember, Komets playing without their top point getter, Brady Shaw, who was called up yesterday to Cleveland of the AHL, and their top goal scorer, Sean St. Amant, he is out with an injury. And here's the puck drop. And it's going to go all the way into the Komet zone. Backhander up along the wall. Here's Soul. Soul sends it back. And Hora will get it in on Munson. Munson will steer it aside. And up along the near boards. Oh, it's intercepted by Vale right in front. What a save by Munson.
Wow.
And the Komets clear it out.
Mistakes, guys. Come on.
Munson keeps bailing out the Komets as the puck goes into the Cincinnati zone. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the period. Cyclones lead at 2-1. And it's Brady Vale to the center line. Stick handles around some traffic. Now he meets Bayless in the corner. Out of Binkley on the far side. Pass ahead. Komets cough it up again. It's going to roll down to Munson.
Did you blame him grabbing onto that?
Komets just cannot get possession of the puck.
Yeah, he's sitting back there watching all this chopping and hacking and missed passes, everything like that. Finally gets a hold of the puck. He grabs on, and here, guys, reorg. Get it together. Come on, guys. Get the face off. Let's go with it. Face off in the Komet zone. Win the draw, guys.
To the right of Munson.
McKenzie out there.
Looks like it's going to be Jenks.
Jenks? All right. If he stays to the face-off long enough.
And he does. Goes into the corner. Mitten after it for the Cyclones. Goes behind the net. Net there by Taylor Doherty for the Komets. Doherty ahead to Jenks. Now a backhander is going to find its way into the Cincinnati zone.
The icing.
And again, the Komets just cannot get anything moving.
No, Szydlowski tried to get it in and have Łyszczarczyk jump in behind the play, but he couldn't get to it. The defenseman cut him off. The icing called, brings it all the way back into the Komet zone. 2:36 to go in the period.
Face off to the right of Munson. And again, Jenks will have the assignment on the face-off, and it comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. It's going to whistle wide, and it goes into the corner. Near side, Komets. Łyszczarczyk will get it out. Bouncing puck. Komets will come across the line. Szydlowski will wheel it around. On the other side, here's a shot wide of the net. Now Szydlowski will pick it back up. Szydlowski in front. Oh, he had a man. It was Łyszczarczyk. Now he tries to center it, and it's intercepted. Komets got to get back on defense. Dornbach will get it into the Komet zone, sent all the way around the wall. Now back up along the near wall. It's going to be hacked at by the Komets. Can they get it out? They move it up to the blue line. It finally gets into neutral territory. It's going to be bouncing around. It's going to be snagged by Sanvito. Sanvito on the far side, coming right in front of the net. Nobody home, and the Komets back the other way. Or the Schultz, rather, for Cincinnati. Lead pass is going to come back. And now here's a shot by Gosling. That's going to be blocked, and it's going to go into the corner. Komets with it, and it is Jason Binkley. Saucers one over. McKenzie on the left wing. McKenzie will flip it into the Cincinnati zone. Luukkonen trying playing it off a short hop. Goes over his glove, and now up along the far side of the Komet zone. Komets working up along that wall, and it'll be Bayless. Battles. Cannot get a hold of it. And now the Cyclones possess it again. Chopped out of the zone. Rolling puck to Vive. Vive will get it to Schultz across the line.
Stay up on him. Don't let him set.
Pass.
Don't let him set up.
And that is blocked. Comes off the wall, and it's going to be held in. Here's a shot on the net. And a save made. Munson will squeeze it. We got 1:11 to go here in the second period.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone, but the Munson was able to make the save from a long shot from the point as Indianapolis Cincy throw it at the net. Things will happen. Face-off stays in the Cincy zone.
Komets just with 5 shots on net here in the second period.
10 in the game.
Yeah, they haven't had one in quite a while.
Yep.
Face off to the left of Munson. And it's tied up on the dot. Now it's going to get loose to Bryson Martin. Martin up along the far side. And Bayless with it.
Last minute of the period.
Komets looking to survive this period as Bryson Martin sends it forward. Looking for Jermaine Lowen now to center ice. Bayless will come across the line.
Up it in. Go get it, guys. Come on. Forecheck.
Dip it into the corner. Soul and Lowen, they wrestle up along the far side. And it gets down low below the goal line and now behind the net. Cyclones scoop it up, and now out to the neutral zone where the Komets will try to possess it. Up along the far side, Lowen. Lowen gets around one man, got a man break in. Here's Lowen with a shot, and it's blocked. And the puck goes right up in the air. Hora kicks it out of there, goes along the far side with 20 seconds to play. Komets still with it. Here's Morasti up along the wall. He's pinned up there with Hora. Morasti goes down, comes up to the point. Here's Binkley with a drive, just missed it wide. And back up along the near side, here's Bryson Martin. Martin bringing it down, trying to center it, but Soul going to whack Martin, and they are going to tangle. And now it comes up along the near side and out of the zone, and that'll do it for the period. And Cody Soul not happy with Bryson Martin. Soul lost his helmet. And Soul now staring down Bryson Martin. And now Cody Soul challenging the Komets bench as Soul has to be pushed towards the dressing room. And Cody Soul looking at everybody.
Well, that was about to happen sooner or later. So...
So we get a little discussion here with the referee as the period has come to a conclusion. As the Komets, plain and simple, got to get some offense going. Doing very good, actually, defensively, as the Cyclones have been buzzing around in the Komet zone. And Munson's played great in net, but the Komets only 10 shots on goal, and that's not going to get it done.
No, it isn't. And Cincinnati, on their part, the only goal that they scored to take the 2-1 lead was a two-man power play, which they got the goal on. So their offense isn't much to hoot about either. A pretty good checking game by both teams, but there's no flow in the play because of the close checking, missed passes, and a few little hips here and there. But the Komets got to come out. They've got a third period to play, and there's no reason why they can't win this hockey game. They're in it all the way. They just need to have a real good third period with some shots on goal. Go get them, guys.
2-1 Cincinnati. We are going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Big trash problems, only one way to solve them. Curbside Container has a plan. If you got trash to haul, just give Curbside a call. From the biggest dump truck to an itty bitty can, just call up Curbside Container. Ain't no need to call your mayor. Curbside Container will be there.
When you need an ER, where do you turn? At Lutheran Health Network, we are ER. We are here for you with 8 convenient hospital locations throughout the region. We are the only area ER with online check-in. Save your spot in line online. To learn more, visit lutheranhealth.net/weareer. Patients are seen in order of severity, therefore your spot may not be guaranteed. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
Napa know-how.
Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
And the Komets have a penalty shot in overtime to win it. Come on, come on.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were what? Oh, great. Watering your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the second intermission, and the Komets are down 2-1. And since we are in the second intermission and we are at home, it is time for our Kaleidoscope Floors guest statistician of the game. Kaleidoscope Floors is giving you a chance to be a part of the Komets this season. Just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WOWO, which is what we are going to do here tonight with Sophie Core. Did I get that right? All right, Sophie. So now you're up here. This is your first time on radio, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got to speak up. You got to tell everybody what school you go to and what grade you're in and how old you are.
I go to Miami Middle School. I'm in the 6th grade and I'm 11.
Perfect. All right, Sophie. Okay, I'm going to hand you the reins. You're going to tell everybody who scored the goals tonight for the Fort Wayne Komets. Just one of them, so I'm going to make it easy on you.
Number 14, McKenzie.
And can you say who got the assist? I know it's a tough name. So I'm going to test you here.
Anthony
Petruzzelli. That's a tough one. All right. All right. So Anthony Petruzzelli, he got the assist. Now tell everybody the shots on goal tonight. Cincinnati had how many?
22.
And the Komets had?
10.
And now the Komets have got to get some more shots on goal, right? Okay. All right. You having a good time here tonight up in the press box?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat view, huh? All right. Sophie Core, our guest statistician of the game. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Well, the good news is, someday is today. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint replacement, including the minimally invasive anterior hip, with the potential for less pain and a faster recovery. Personalized implants that are designed specifically for you and your own anatomy. And even outpatient joint replacement, meaning you can go home the very same day. If you're ready to reclaim your life, talk to the orthopedic hospital that more people in our region choose, and the one that consistently earns the highest ratings in patient satisfaction and quality. Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better. Parkview Ortho Hospital is partially physician-owned.
Diamo Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Diamo provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Diamo Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, our score is 2-1 in favor of the Cincinnati Cyclones. The Komets only 10 shots on goal so far here tonight, and the fewest shot the Komets have gotten in a game this year is 23, and that was a 5-0 loss to Cincinnati in Cincinnati back on November 16th. So the Komets have got to get some more offense going as we enter the third period of play. Komet fans, rush into one of Mattress Warehouse's 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or at mattresswarehousefw.com. Mattress Warehouse, sleep on it tonight. So we are in the middle of the second intermission. We're going to take another break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets.
And Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the second intermission. The Komets are down 2-1. Let's take a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight, as we got some games that are going final, as we've got a final Worcester 7 and the Brampton Beast 3. Final in overtime in Indianapolis tonight. The Fuel, they defeat the Toledo Walleye 3-2, and that's good news for the Komets. The Walleye do get a point, so as of right now, they are tied for second with the Komets in the Central Division. A final down in Florida tonight. tonight. It was the Everblades 5 and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 2. 3-3 is the score in the third period between Jacksonville and South Carolina. The Adirondack Thunder and the Maine Mariners, they have got the same score, 3-3, but they're going into overtime. Orlando 6 and the Atlanta Gladiators 2 in the third period. Kalamazoo, they're up 3-2 in the second over the Wheeling Nailers. Idaho 3 and the Norfolk Admirals 1 going to the third period. In the second period, it's Allen 4 and the Rapid City Rush 1. That is in the second period. Same score in Tulsa tonight, Independence, Missouri, where the Oilers are in town playing Kansas City. It is 4-1 Tulsa in the second period. Then the Utah Grizzlies 2 and the Wichita Thunder 1 in the second period. Let's look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard. Comet fans, every week we've got a new episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast, and this week my special guest was Komet forward Jermaine Lowen, and he has quite the interesting story. So if you want to check out that entire episode, just go to komets.com or check it out on Apple Podcast. And we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll play a portion of my interview with Jermaine Lowen. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Facing an illness or injury that can't wait? Turn to ReadyMed. We're ready when your day doesn't go quite as planned, with convenient hours, 7 days a week. We offer after-hours appointments as well as x-ray and lab services in each of our convenient area locations. From minor accidents and injuries to fevers and flus, we're ready. To learn more, check wait times and save your spot in line. Visit ReadyMed.com. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible.
Don't get stuck in the penalty box next season and upgrade to a Real ID. As of October 1, 2020, a Real ID compliant driver's license or state identification card is required to board commercial flights within the United States, visit military bases, and entering certain federal facilities. To view a complete list of required documentation needed to upgrade to a Real ID, visit realid.in.gov.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Weren't that great? So, but you were 5 years old. Do you remember your adoptive parents coming in the first time?
I remember there was a group of people from Canada. They come in, and I didn't know exactly specifically that it was going to be my parents, but I had heard rumblings through the children's home that there was somebody wanting to adopt me, and they were in the process of looking through that. Initially, the first time, I don't think they were working that, but they came back again, and then that's kind of how they caught an eye for me. And there was 30 kids in there.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's really a miracle. It's crazy how, out of 30 kids, I was the one one that, got the opportunity, and I'm just really grateful for that.
Yeah. And it took a long time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it took, close to 2 years, maybe?
It was 23 months process, so it wasn't like, people think, oh, you can adopt someone, and it's quick. Like, sometimes it is, but sometimes it's because it's an international adoption, and you got to go through all the processes and the protocols, and it takes a time.
Yeah, so they come down, in that process, were they coming down and still visiting you? And
they came down a few times, but nothing not too much. I mean, and it wasn't it's not cheap to go down there all the time, and but
did they tell you you're going to come home with us eventually? Or
they mentioned that a little bit later on, and then
because it would have been a great disappointment, if things didn't work out.
So we kind of had to keep a little bit hush-hush in the home, but we kind of got out, and so.
Did you keep track of anyone else you were in the orphanage with after that?
Actually, I've actually have some friends that are in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I know a few of the people, and the success story of one of the girls. She was a close friend of mine, and she lived there with her mom for, I don't know, her mom was in the orphanage for 28 years. She was pretty much just born in the orphanage, and she had a daughter, and we were best friends. and it was like a few years ago. They got help and they found a way out of the poverty and all that, and then they got a house, and now she's on her feet. She's got a kid, and she got married, and so you know what, like, that's a success story in itself. It's not that she's out in Canada or US, but she's making a way and finding a way, and that's huge for people, especially when you were born in poverty, is to sometimes you can't get out of it, but if you can find a way out of it, that shows the kind of character and resiliency that person has to fight through all those things.
And what was it like for you? You get to Canada and you had been in an orphanage, but now all of a sudden you've got stability. I mean, was that easy for you? Obviously you're a little kid, but it must have been just really weird because you probably had your own room, you had everything now for you.
Stability was something that, like, I wasn't just running around in the children's home and doing whatever I felt like at the time, and there was a little bit of set schedule. I'd go to school and a little bit of that kind of thing, but most of the time was free time doing stuff, and once I got into a home, I honestly struggled for some years with that. Just kind of like, to me it just seemed like structure was something that I didn't enjoy, and then I started to really just be structured and obeying and all those things. So I had to learn what it was like to have parents.
So you're kind of a wild kid because you had no.
I was a good kid, but I had some things I needed to work out of my system to get me able to be functionable in a family and in a community itself. Like I didn't really have any community. The only community I had was just my close 3 or 4 people in the home that I kind of bonded with.
And then going to Canada, you're also in a very small town, which also is a unique way to grow up as well, because everybody knows you then. I grew up in a 1,200 town where people, and it was crazy, just super super small, and everybody knew you, and that's something I actually really I'm so thankful for that. And it's they helped my family out, and they helped me as best they could out with the transition, because there's a lot of transitioning that happened, like cultural changes that I had to go through, and even, this may sound weird, but even racial changes, just because of I had never been around people from different races, just had been with people who were black. So that sounds weird, but no, that's you're right on.
So that was different for me, and I.
So was everybody accepting of you and your family?
My family, everyone was accepting of me, and they loved me.
That's Jermaine Lowen from this week's episode of the Komets podcast. If you want to hear that entire episode, that entire interview, it's almost an hour long. It was a good talk between me and Jermaine. Go ahead and go to Komets.com or to Apple Podcasts, and you can download that episode. Third period is coming up here at the Coliseum. Komets got some work ahead of them. They're only down by a goal, but only 10 shots on net. Let's see if we can rectify that coming up in the third period. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBBRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new players to the team this year. Introducing the all-new Jeep Gladiator and Ram 1500. Also now in the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Cherokee. It's capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. With almost 800 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. We also have an awesome lineup of our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the O'Daniel difference when buying your next car, truck, or SUV. O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
Back at the Coliseum, 2-1 Cincinnati. The Toledo Walleye, they have lost tonight in overtime. And so this picking up a point here tonight is pretty important because the Walleye, they've just pulled even with the Komets for second place. So a win here tonight will go a long way as we head into the Christmas break.
Well, they're trying to break a 3-game losing streak, number one. And the momentum would, as you say, really help going into the holiday and be ready to go for next weekend, which they've got 3 games next weekend. So no rest at this time of the year. So a win here tonight would be huge.
Here's the puck drop at center ice. It is going to go into the Comet zone quickly. Here's a shot by Schultz, and Munson turns it aside. Up along the near side, wheeled down low into the corner. Cyclones here buzzing as we start up the third period. Schultz below the goal line, jabbed at by Munson. Cincinnati still with possession of it. Here's a shot by Vibe off the side of the net. Munson lost it for a minute. A bad pass is going to get all the way
up the center, out of the zone.
All the way into the Cincinnati zone. The zone has it for the Cyclones. Now moving it over onto the far boards. Cyclones come along the near side now. Komets bat it right back. Taylor Ross will get it and flipped into the Cincinnati zone, coming into the corner and after it. Back below the goal line.
Petruzzelli after it.
Petruzzelli trying to go back to Ross. It goes over his stick and out on the left side. And Basone will get it out to be knocked by a high stick by McKenzie right at center ice. And that'll give us a whistle and a face-off coming up.
Komets off until next Friday. Brampton in town that night. Big night for the Komets that night. Start of a 3-game weekend. Kalamazoo on Saturday. Back here Sunday against Kalamazoo.
Face-off will be at center ice. Brady Vale in there for Cincinnati. And the Komets are able to get it to Jermaine Lowen. Lowen will push it into the Cincinnati zone. It goes behind the net. That's Matthew Spencer. Moving to his left. Backhander coming out. And that's going to be stolen by Bayless. Bayless will come across the line. Bayless now got his pocket pick. And now the left side it goes. The Cyclones with it. Stretch pass to Vale. Vale trying to get in behind the D. Takes a shot. He missed it wide. Back on the near side. Comes to the blue line. Knocked down by Angeli. And now to the blue line. The Komets get it out. Bayless moving to his left. He'll flip it in and it goes into the Cincinnati zone. And back behind the net. The Cyclones with it. Left wing, backhander by Edward. Gets all the way into the Komet zone. Munson will come out of the pipes, and he'll swipe it around the wall. Komets pushing forward, knocked aside, and now back into the Komet zone, back behind the net. Going around, up along the near side. Komets trying to get to it. There's a shot by Sol at the blue line, and a save made.
Shot from the point. Cincinnati right on the net. Munson grabs on, holds the puck. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. No chances. Munson making sure he's got the puck.
Just a little under 2 minutes have gone by here in the third period. Same story, 2-1 Cincinnati. Komets without a shot on goal. Cincinnati already with 2 here in the third period. And the puck goes into the corner. Back behind the net. Komets racing after it. Now it comes up along the near side. And the Komets are able to get it out. Jenks up along the far boards. Comes across. Oh, he's tripped up. And he goes flying into the Cincinnati zone. No call as Sean Szydlowski picks it up. And the puck goes along the far side. Jenks will pick it back up. He'll take a shot. Just
at the net.
Wide of the net. And now that's going to run all the way into the Komet zone. Onto the near side. Now back to the neutral zone. Cyclones back with it. Sol moving it onto the right side. Coming right down the middle of the ice where it's picked off. The Komets still cannot gain possession of the puck. Going all the way back to the Komet zone. Gallipo Up along the near side. Petruzzelli on the near boards. Gets it into the Cincinnati zone. Now the Komets here coming down into the corner. Up top of the blue line. Shot.
To the net. Over the net.
Pekka Luukkonen got a glove on it. And it goes into the corner. Komets back after it again. McKenzie goes right up in midair. Blocked out of there by a glove, but the Komets have it to the blue line. Here's a shot. Gets through, and Luukkonen is able to juggle it for a moment, and he hauls it in.
Yeah, it got deflected, popped up in the air a little bit, and Luukkonen jumped out and grabbed it, but Komets with a bit of pressure. They're using their defensemen to take the shots from the point. Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Just starting the third period here, down 1, 2-1 score, Cincinnati leading.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen. Ben Johnson will take the face off for Cincinnati. Marasti's in there for the Komets, but he is not going to be able to complete it. He gets kicked out. And the drop goes up top of the blue line, and it splits the Komet defenseman. Munson comes all the way out of the pipes. He'll slow it down, and here's Martin. Bryson Martin back behind the net. He'll give it a look, and now he takes it off the wall. Grabbing it is Bayless up along the near side. He'll enter the zone. Bayless trying to use the point.
Got him.
And cutting back. It is Bryson Martin. Here's a shot. Zips it wide. That's going to rim all the way out. And after it, it will be Binkley. Binkley on the far side. And now ahead they come off the skate of Marasti. Marasti on the far boards gives it a chop, and it's going to go all the way into the Cincinnati zone. Brady Vale with the puck back behind his netminder, Luukkonen. Komets still without an official shot on goal here in the third period. Vale off the wall, coming out to the blue line, and it'll be the Komets jamming up along the near side. Brady Vale got in the way, and the Komets pick it back up. Play comes forward to Szydlowski. Szydlowski on the right side. He'll take a shot, missed it wide. And now it sits there right on the goalpost for a moment. Now it gets up along the far side, and it's going to be cleared down the length of the ice into the Komet zone. Munson comes down. Nice job. Let it go. It's going to be an icing call on Cincinnati.
15:37 to go in the period. Komets without a shot in the second period. 2 by Cincinnati, so it's still similar pattern of play. Close checking, nobody giving an inch, nobody trapping anybody.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen.
Drop the puck, guys. There to go.
Up to the blue line. Here's a shot. It goes wide. The Komets stepping up along the near side wall. It goes down to the corner. There's Sol. Sol goes back behind the net. Gets it to Frank Hora. Hora on the left wing. Gets it out. And now it's going to skip to center. And Jelly will come across the line to Vale. Vale up along the far boards. It's bumped from behind. It's held in, however. Hora on the near side takes a shot. It goes off the end wall. Sol will step up. He'll golf it forward. It's going to go to Brady Vale. Vale on the far side. Comes all the way up top of the circle. Here's a shot. And a save made by Munson. Got the right shoulder on it. Now Munson, he got his mask, and he took the mask off, and the referee automatically has to blow the whistle.
Yeah, it was up high on him and caught him in the face area. And fortunately, he's all right. Referee gave him the benefit, got the whistle, checking his mask to make sure it's all in one piece.
Not quite 5 minutes passed here in the third period. 2-1 Cincinnati. Here's the face-off. It'll be to the right of Munson, who has played great tonight. Connor Sanvito will take the face-off. His opponent will be John Witilla, who scored the first goal of the game tonight. And here's the drop, comes up top of the circle. We'll have to do it again. These guys know it's we're going into a holiday break.
Yeah, the linesmen do not help the pace of the game. There's no doubt about that.
Up to the blue line. Gosling sends it into the corner. Jason Binkley on the puck. Hammering away at his man. The puck gets loose, and it's Sanvito. San Vito up along the far side, trying to spark the Comet offense. It goes back to Bryson Martin. Martin now floats one forward, going to go back. Gosling with it. Gosling on it, chucks it off the wall, and now the Comets are right back into the Cincinnati zone. Gosling goes back behind Luukkonen. And we go onto the left side here. The Cyclones with it. Zone cutting in the middle of the ice, flips it in. It's going to go off the end glass. Munson will come out, and now he'll set it up along the far side. Here is Bayless. Bayless trying to get it across the line. Now second attempt by San Vito will get it over to Lowen, and Lowen will get it into the Cincinnati zone. Cyclones go back. They have got it. Here's Ben Johnson. Johnson gets around one man, but not a second. Nice poke check there at center ice. Comets come across. Here's Doherty. Doherty dishes off. There's a shot
on the net. Good
save
shot
made by Luukkonen. And
it's the best shot of the period.
Rebound comes to the blue line. Comets keep it in. And back behind the net. Off the glass, and it's going to go to Mitten. Tries to backhand it out of there. Comes to the neutral zone, out to the center line. Loose puck, and it's grabbed by Cincinnati. Left side, all the way into the Comet zone. Flips all the way around. This will be another icing. And the Comets, only shot of the period, looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good one. Goaltender had to come up big, right from the center of the ice. On the net, goaltender, good save. Face off in the Cincinnati zone again. Comets out there. Line's ready to go.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Still 2-1 Cincinnati here in the third.
McKenzie in for the draw.
13:40 to go to the blue line. Doherty, he'll take a shot, missed it high. And the puck goes along the far side. Backing up. Comets back in their own end. Pass comes to center ice. Cyclones have got it. Dornbrock will get it into the Comet zone. It's going to go off the paddle of the stick of Munson. And now it's fed up along the far side. Comets get behind
Walking
the D.
in.
Coming in. It's Ross. He'll
never
take
got
it. Never got it off. And now we got a penalty shot. Yes.
Wow. Ow.
Ross hooked from behind.
Yep.
Couldn't get the shot off, and the referee points it to center ice.
He broke in. It was a great pass from the defenseman up the far wing. Caught the defense pinching. And he went. He had a bit of a breakaway, but they thought the defenseman had an angle on him. And as he cut across, he hooked him a little bit, enough not to get the shot on goal. Fortunately, we get a penalty shot. We don't see these too often.
Comets have had one this year. Mason Berg took it in Toledo. And
yeah, they just saw the replay, and the Cincinnati bench just about jumped over the ice after it because the defenseman had the angle on him. But
here
we go. Let's score it.
Penalty shot coming across the line. In on Luukkonen. He shoots, and Luukkonen makes the save.
Well, he couldn't get him to move. He tried a couple little dekes, but he couldn't get the goaltender to move or open the pads up. Went in, and all he had to do was flip it up high. Goaltender made the save.
Well, remember that. Comets had a penalty shot, failed on it, and it keeps the score 2-1 Cincinnati.
Face-off stays in the Cincinnati zone. Maybe that'll give us a little momentum. Crowd back into it a bit.
Marasti will take the face-off. Wins it cleanly back to Gallipo, but he couldn't handle it. Goes off of his skates, and now he has got Vive right on his back. Spins around, is able to get it to the neutral zone. Johnson right back into the Comet zone.
Move it.
And Gallipo on the far side sends it ahead. And now it's going to be flipped into the Cincinnati zone. Soul banks it off the wall onto the left wing. Johnson will get rid of it. And now Vive gets it back into the Comet zone. Marasti back there. He'll whip it around the wall. And now coming, Bayless couldn't get there. And now it'll be Johnson. He'll grab it. He'll come in front of the net. And it's going to be knocked aside. They don't get a shot off the boards. On the near wing. Bayless trying to come across. Try to get it to Lowen. Now Lowen will get it.
Offside.
The Comets are offside.
Pretty close. I thought the man got back over, but they call the offside. Face-off will be just outside the Cincy zone.
2-1 Cincinnati. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Outback Steakhouse invites all Comet fans to check out their great menu of steaks and seafood at their Village of Coventry location. Whether it's the center-cut sirloin or the bone-in ribeye, you just can't beat the quality of Outback Steakhouse. Open 7 days a week. Get your steak or seafood prepared just the way you like it. And while you're at Outback, don't miss out on the famous bloomin' onion. Outback Steakhouse located in the village of Coventry, just off the I-69 Jefferson exit on Fort Wayne's southwest side.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets had a chance here in the third on a penalty shot, but they were unable to score, so it's 2-1 Cincinnati. 12:32 to go in the third.
Still plenty of time. They just got to get it going. Next goal, very important for both teams.
Here's the drop in the neutral zone. It goes into the Cincinnati end. And the Cyclones with it. Pass going to go all the way down. Munson doesn't have a play on it.
Waved off, no icing.
And will be Bryson Martin. Far side to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk at the center line. Sends it ahead. And now the Komets cross over. Back they come. Here's a shot through some traffic. Doesn't get through. And back below the goal line. Cyclones with it. Pass is going to come to the center line now. Vale. We got a 2-on-1. Vale coming in. Here's a shot. Slipped past. And it's going to go into the corner. Far boards. And now the net is dislodged.
Here we got a little pushing and shoving.
And it's Jenks and Edward. They got a hold of each other's jersey. They'll be quickly separated.
Yeah.
Face off will be in the Komet zone. Komets dodge another one there. They had a 2-on-1. Cincinnati did. Komets were able to broke it up. Never got through on the goaltender Munson. Cincinnati 25 shots now, but it sure seems like they have more than that. Komets only with 13.
Face off comes outside the zone.
There's the drop, and it goes into the neutral zone. Left side, sent all the way, all around, or it's going to take a funny hop off the end boards, and Munson will stop it with the paddle of a stick. On to the near side. Komets are up with it. That's going to be banked off the wall. Ross trying to go after it, and he goes into the corner. Mitten will greet him there, and it goes along the left side. Here's Shaw Boomhauer. Boomhauer skates with it into the Komet zone, lost the handle on it, and they go back behind the net into the corner. Here is Chase Stewart, him and Boomhauer, and we have got a penalty called.
That's terrible right there.
And it's going to go up along the far side.
Trying to get a little bumping and banging out here, and this guy calls the penalty on Chase Stewart. They were both bumping each other all the way down the boards and into the corner, and there they go.
Stewart and Mitten, they talk to each other, and Mitten Stewart took a little swipe at Mitten with his stick. So Stewart goes into the box.
Not a good call right there. A little bit of bumping and banging down the boards. Everything was down. Both of them had their sticks up. No problem.
That'll be the 7th power play of the game for Cincinnati. Cyclones 1 of 6, and the difference in this game was a 5-on-3 in the second period. Other than that, the Komets' only problem is they just haven't been able to generate any offense.
Yep. Still only with 3 shots on goal. One of them was a penalty shot, so that's been the difference in the game, the penalty shot right now. Otherwise, we had a tie hockey game.
So we're still trying to figure out Stewart not in the box. I think he went down the tunnel. So I think we're trying to figure out if this is 2 minutes or 4 minutes right now. And Connor Sanvito is going to serve this penalty for Stewart. Still not up on the board yet. It'll be a 5-on-4. And yep, 2 minutes now up on the board. And Andrew Bergerman, our referee, he's had a lot of explaining to do tonight.
Well, they create that themselves. They do not have to explain everything to every play to every coach. I don't agree on that. But they do. They take the time, and here we go. Face-off dropped.
Komets skating a man down. Bayless trying to catch up to the puck up along the wall. And it goes into the corner. Cyclones got a man. It's Schultz. They come up top to the blue line. Now it's Gosling. Back over to Schultz. Into the corner. Schultz comes up top of the blue line. Gosling again. Here's a shot. No, it goes to Vive. Now up top. Now back over to Gosling. Top of the left circle.
Shot.
Here's
Save.
a shot. Save made. Rebound. And it's going to be taken away by the Komets. And it's flipped forward by Szydlowski.
Dump down the ice.
Into the Cincinnati zone. 1:26 to go on the power play. Here's Gosling on the left side. And now it's going to go all the way down into the corner up along the far side. Gosling will keep it in, and he gets it over. Here's a shot, save made, rebound, jumps right up in the air, and it goes into the corner. Fed up along the far side. Jenks is down there, takes a bump from behind, but can't clear it. And now back on the far side. Jenks has got it, and now he will find a gap, and it's going to go all the way down. Luukkonen will stop it. And the Cyclones with the puck, and a power play under a minute to go. Back on the far side, nice job there by Haas. Gives it a jam, and now Beaudry has got it. Beaudry going all the way back. And the Cyclones set up shop in their own zone. Nice penalty kill for the Komets here is Vale with the puck. Zips it ahead, bad pass. That's going to get all the way in.
No icing on it. It was tipped.
And we go up along the far side. Brett McKenzie will get it
Here
down.
we go.
And Ross, can he catch up to it? It's going to go all the way down. Luukkonen will come out of the pipes. Didn't play it. And now the puck goes on the left side to Vale. Vale on the left wing crosses over the line. Vale's going to get forced over to the far boards. Down into the corner. Matthew Spencer up top. Here's Beaudry back over to Spencer. Spencer winding up. No, he's going to try and get it over to Angeli, and it's going to be tipped by Gallipo. Up top to the blue line. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Cross ring pass. Beaudry sets up shot, and it goes
screen.
wide.
Save Munson.
Back on the far
All
side.
even, 5-on-5.
Here's a shot again. Doesn't get through. Bouncing puck. Komets get to it in the corner. Gallipo banks it off the boards. Coming to the blue line, but not out. And now the Cyclones still with it. Vale with a backhander going into the corner. Cyclones with it. They try and center it, but it's broken up. It goes into the corner. Now the Komets with it again. Lead pass. Komets got a man. They'll come across the line. And it's going to be Mitten getting back on the puck, and he'll take it away. Mitten goes back to Soul. And Soul with the puck on the left side to Boomhauer. Boomhauer comes across the line, gets a poke check to side. Now on the far side to Łyszczarczyk, and Łyszczarczyk will get it deflected into the Komet bench. 8:32 to go in the third. Komets still down by a goal.
Face-off will go back into the Komet zone. Killed off the penalty again. That's the 8th penalty the Komets had to kill off tonight. Done a good job doing it. Down by 1 with 8:32 to go. Plenty of time. Need a goal badly.
Just need a shot on goal at this point.
Well, we've had 3. So Cincinnati's only had 6 in the period, but Cincinnati had most of the puck control of the play.
Face off to the left of Munson. And here's the drop. It goes into the corner. Bryson Martin feeds it up along the wall, but it was knocked down, and Martin gets it back. Got the open man, San Vito. Soul got in the way, and it's going to jump up into the seats. So we'll say it's another stoppage. And the face-off should be in the neutral zone, but we'll see where they put it. Now they're going to put it in the Komet zone, it looks like. It'll be to the right of Munson, who's played very well tonight here in his home Komet debut.
Yes, he has. Very respectable. Come on, let's get him a couple of goals and win a hockey game for him. That's the key.
Ritilla in the face-off circle for Cincinnati. And here's the drop. Comes up to the blue line. Here's Soul. Soul gets it into the corner. McKenzie sends it around the wall.
And up the center.
Komets are able
to get
to
it, guys. Put some pressure on them.
San Vito streaking down the right side. Beats Cody Soul to the punch, but can't control the puck. Frank Cora has it, spins around, gets it back to Soul. Soul on the left wing. And it goes back to McKenzie. McKenzie at the blue line. Komets got something going here up along the far side. Man, cutting him in. Here's a shot and a save made. Hanging on was Luukkonen. San Vito cutting on the back door. Luukkonen was able to grab it.
Yeah, he stood right up, got the puck, killed the play right there. Nobody was going to get near him as Cody Soul got in between the players and the goaltender to help him out. Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Let's win a draw, guys.
Face off to the right of Luukkonen. Marasti on the face-off with Ben Johnson. Cincinnati's got their number one line out there as Gosling goes behind the net, sends it up along the wall. Komets try and step up. That's going to be grabbed by Johnson. He'll come across the line. Johnson got a man right out in front. Nice job, and it rolls down to...
Defense did a good job coming back hard on that play. Intercepted the play, and then Munson was able to grab onto the loose puck that was squirting around in front of him. Face-off will stay in the Komets zone. Lines will stay pat.
7:46 to go in the third. Komets down by a goal. Johnson will take the face-off for Cincinnati, again with Marasti. And the linesman giving some instructions to Marasti. Johnson backs up. And now they both get into the circle. And another missed drop. And now Marasti is going to get kicked out. No, he's going to stay in. Maybe. Okay. There we go. Puck is dropped. And it comes onto the near side. Komets spanking off the glass, but not out. Schultz keeps it in. Up to the blue line. Now the Komets get it back. Marasti hauls it in. He'll flip it in. Luukkonen will make the stop. And he will keep it there. A lot of whistles here in the third period. And like we've said throughout the game, not a lot of flow here tonight at all.
Yeah. Puck control, that's the name of the game Cincinnati wants. We got the puck and they don't, they can't score. So every time they get possession, freeze the puck, start over from the face-off, get the draw. Line change, both teams.
Face-off will be to the right of Luukkonen, who's only faced 15 shots tonight. Komets had a breakaway on their first shot of the game in the first period, and they also had a penalty shot. So even though he only got 15 shots on goal, plenty of scoring opportunities. And here's a quick shot right up into the mask area. They got it right out in front. It was jammed, and a save made by Luukkonen.
that time.
Szydlowski.
So close.
Tried to get it past Luukkonen, tried to go through him. And now Luukkonen goes up along the near side.
Coming in again.
Backhander. Save made. A rebound. And it goes again. Oh, in front of the net. Coming into the blue line. Here's Binkley onto the far side. Komets buzzing. They go underneath. Here's Łyszczarczyk in the corner. Łyszczarczyk gets away from Johnson. Backhander. And a save made by Luukkonen. Komets with it again. Szydlowski into the corner, being held up on the play. Komet fans want a penalty. Not going to get it. And now Szydlowski skates away with it. Szydlowski up top to the blue line. All the way around. Got a man on the far side. Going down into the corner. It is Haas. Now down again. Back the opposite side. Komets chasing after it. Komets now doing a good job maintaining possession in the Cincinnati zone. We've got a pile up.
It's a cross-checking.
In the corner. Now it gets loose behind the net. Komets right out in front. Here's a shot. Score!
Jenks
gets it. We're tied.
Well, they kept the forechecking up. They didn't let him out of the zone. They kept working at it. Went behind the net. They flip it out to the side of the net. Jenks is there. He takes one step to the center. Lets the shot go. Gets the goal. The Komets tie it up. Good one. Finally.
A.J. Jenks had a big one last night. He gets an even bigger one here tonight. And that is your typical A.J. Jenks goal. He just keeps the play moving, got right out in front, and he knocked it home. And we're tied at 2. 6:22 to go in the third. And we come out to center ice. And the Cyclones with the puck. Down it goes into the Komet zone. No icing on this as it goes into the corner. We got a pile up down here on the near side corner in the Komet zone. It gets loose to McKenzie. And now McKenzie gives it a look. We'll go along the far side, and the Komets enter the neutral zone. And now up along the far side, Sanvito. Sanvito will rip it wide. And it gets to Luukkonen. That'll get us down to a timeout. We have got a tie hockey game. 2-2. 5:52 to go in the third. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
Hey, life is crazy fast. Fuel up right with Fresh Fit sandwiches at Subway restaurants. Our better for you options include turkey breast, black forest ham, and sweet onion chicken teriyaki on wheat with all the veggies. Get Fresh Fit only at Subway. Fresh Fit refers to 6-inch subs on 9-grain wheat bread with all the fresh vegetables. Fresh Fit subs are prepared in front of you and not a diet program. Please consult your doctor before commencing any exercise or weight loss program to ensure that your own individual health circumstances are taken into account.
Common Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Tie hockey game here in the third, 2-2. Here's a face-off in the Cincinnati zone to the blue line. Here's a drive. Luukkonen got a blocker on it. Goes into the corner, and it goes along the far side. Komets keep it in. We go down low, back behind the nets. Łyszczarczyk down there, and he's trying to go into the blue line, and it's going to be fed up along the wall, and Johnson will get it out for Cincinnati. Schultz will rocket it back into the Komet zone. And we go back below the goal line here in the Komet zone. And the Komets dig it out far side. Now it's going to be flipped into the Cincinnati end. And the Cyclones with the puck. Matthew Spencer with it. And now we come up along the near side off the stick of Ben Johnson. And it'll be Munson coming out of the pipes. He'll stop it.
Wide open. Give it to him.
Right down the middle of the ice off the stick of Lowen. Luukkonen will play it, and he will glove it and get a whistle. Taking no chances. Tie game, 5:03 to go in the third. Toledo, they have lost tonight in overtime. So Walleye right now have pulled even with the Komets in the standings, second place in the Central Division. So 2 big points here on the line. We're tied at 2. Face off the left of Luukkonen. Here's Sanvito in the drop, and it goes into the corner. And it's sent all the way to the neutral zone. The Komets are there. They flip it in. And now it will be Cody Soul with it for the Cyclones. Ahead to Angeli. The only thing there for Angeli to do is whip it around the wall, wheels it onto the near side, and it's going to be Bryson Martin in after it. Angeli catches up to him. Now behind the net, Komets have got it. Goes off the glass. Soul can't keep up to it, and Lowen gets it. Lowen coming across the line. Here is Lowen. Just lost the handle on it at the last second, but he's able to get it in the corner. He's tied up with Hora. Now it comes up to the blue line, and the Komets drift back. Bayless will get it back. Coming up on 4:20 to go in the third period. Komets coming right down the middle of the ice. They enter the Cincinnati zone. McKenzie going down low into the corner. Here's a shot, save made by Luukkonen, and Gallipo again. When all else fails, just put it on the net. Good things will happen.
Yeah. Well, they had to get a little bounce on the puck, but again, Luukkonen back there, he's pretty good with his hands and stick and holds on pretty quickly. Face-off will stay in Cincinnati zone. 4:12 to go. We got a tie score at 2. In the draw, guys.
McKenzie will take the face-off. And the Komets get it. McKenzie draws 2 white shirts down there, and the puck goes to Shaw Boomhauer, who will clear the zone. Down it goes. This will be an icing. With 4:02 to go in the third, is Robbie Irons showing his disgruntlement, shaking his head with all the whistles.
Too many icings.
4:02
back
to go.
In Cincinnati.
Jenks, who's got the game tire, steps into the face-off circle. And here's the drop. Jenks wins it, kicks it out of there, coming to the blue line. Bigley's able to keep it in.
Get the forechecking going again. Pin him in.
Into the corner. Gosling has got it for the Cyclones. He gives it up below the goal line, back behind the net. Komets are on it. And it's now flipped around the wall. Komets on the near side. Here's a shot. Just missed wide by Binkley.
To keep it in on the other side.
Haas now will keep it in. He'll go wide of the net. Back up along the near side. Taken off the wall to the blue line. Komets keep it in. Komets give it a chop, and it goes into the corner. Łyszczarczyk has got a man on him. He's being held by Gosling. Still being held. And Łyszczarczyk
trying to get a man in front.
Łyszczarczyk on it, comes around, takes a shot. Luukkonen got a piece of it, and it goes out of play.
Deflecting it up over the glass, but good forecheck again by the Jenks line. He's telling the referee there was holding on the play. They don't call it. Line change by both teams. 3:20 to go in the period.
Face off to the left of Luukkonen. Tied at 2. The Komets, only 10 shots coming into this period. They've got 13 so far here in the third. Here's the drop. It goes into the corner here in the Cincinnati zone. Beaudry will play it along the far side. To the neutral zone it goes. Komets take it off the wall. And going back is Spencer. Spencer to Beaudry. Lead pass. Finds its way into the Komet zone. It's going to bounce down back behind the net. And now the Komets trying to possess it. It's going to be Ross hard off the wall. It's going to bounce back in the Cincinnati end. Here's Beaudry. Moves it ahead to the neutral zone. Under 3 to go here in the third. All the way down to the Komet zone. Vive leads it in. And the Komets grab it, and they'll head it back up ice. Right down the middle of the ice. They come across the line. It was McKenzie. Here's a quick shot. Save made. Oh, it came right out to Ross.
Let that go.
And Ross in front. Here's a shot again. Petruzzelli goes wide. Here. And now we get the net off, and the Komets were really buzzing around
there. They had some pressure. They got it back to the point. Defenseman was walking in to let fly. Referee noticed the net off. Face-off will stay in Cincinnati zone. Good pressure by the Komets. Petruzzelli, a nice good shot on net down low. The rebound was kicked out.
And that rebound came right out to Taylor Ross, and I think it kind of surprised him.
Yeah.
Skipped over his stick. 2-2 is our score. Going down to the wire. These two teams have been in a lot of one-goal games this year, 16 combined.
Yep. Morasti in to take the draw.
Here's the drop, and it goes underneath below the goal line, sent all the way around, down to the blue line and out. Komets got to catch up to it. Goes down to the Komet end. They got a man right out in front. It goes wide, and out into the corner. Komets pick it up. Here's Bryson Martin. Martin gives it a look, and he sends it all the way to the length of the ice. Soul on it for the Cyclones. He'll rim it around. It goes on the left wing. Vive will send it. Got a man in front. It's going to Edouard. He gets across the line, but all he can do is get it into the corner. 2 minutes to go. Puck being tied up behind the Komet net. And now the Komets get it out. It's going to go off the glass over the stick of Vive. No icing as it comes down into the Cincinnati zone. Vive has got it. He'll send it back, and the Cyclones will take their time. 1:40 to go here in the third. We're tied at 2. Soul will send it all the way around. He's going to rim it into the Komet zone, and it'll be picked up by Doherty. Doherty goes off the wall. Szydlowski, backhander onto the near side. Komets come across the line. Here is Łyszczarczyk. He's able to cycle it down low into the corner. And now back to Schultz. Schultz grabs it for the Cyclones. 1:17 to go. And it's Ben Johnson coming right down the middle of the ice. Sends it off the end wall. And the Komets go after it. Łyszczarczyk with it. Goes back behind the net. Far boards. And now cross ring pass. We'll find the tape of Jenks. And Jenks gets taken off the puck. And we got 1 minute to go.
Last minute of the period.
And we got an icing on Cincinnati.
That'll draw the face-off back into the zone. Get the Jenks line off, give them a rest for the last 30 seconds. Come back with Petruzzelli up front.
McKenzie will take the face-off. He's got a goal here tonight.
Ross on one side, Petruzzelli on the other.
Face-off to the right of Luukkonen. And here's the drop. It goes right to Luukkonen, but he doesn't get on net as Gosling will take it away. Now it's sent up along the near side. Binkley steps up, takes a shot, and a save made. Gloved out of the air. They'll bank it off the wall and out of the zone. We got another icing on Cincinnati.
That's going to be waved.
Nope, it'll be grabbed by Doherty. Doherty goes into the corner. Shaw Boomhauer greets him there. Now Ben Johnson will come away with the puck. Comes up along the wall, drops it into the corner, back to Boomhauer. 30 seconds to play. Komets got to be careful here. Puck is now tangled up along the near side. Everybody jamming away at the puck, and it's Boomhauer getting it out, but it's Bryson Martin picking it up, and the Komets have got it. Here is Petruzzelli giving it a look. He'll feather it down along the far side. It's going to be snagged by the defenseman, and it goes into the corner. Now the Komets got it. They go back below the goal line. 8
Looking
seconds
for somebody
to go.
in front.
And here is McKenzie. Lost an edge. He goes into the corner, still with the puck, however. Now he's tangled up. Down to 1 second of that will do it, and we're going to overtime. Second straight night. And the Komets do pick up a point, which is very important with Toledo losing in overtime. 2-2 is the score. We are going to a 3-on-3 overtime. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn is always open to the public. You're enjoying a hockey game right now, but that doesn't mean you can't dream about golf. Warm days on a beautifully manicured course sounds good, right? Bridgewater Golf Club is an 18-hole par 72 course with tees for every skill level. Also, you can enjoy the Bridgewater full-service restaurant that's open year-round. Visit bridgewatergc.com to see everything Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn has to offer. Enjoy the rest of the game. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Going to overtime again. The Komets this season, 8 overtime games played. They're 5-3 in those games. Cincinnati, they are 2-4 this year in 6 contests in overtime. So that's a good stat there. As the Komets lost in overtime last night.
What did you say Toledo did tonight?
Toledo, they lost in overtime to Indy, so they do get a point.
And we get a point, so we didn't lose any, we didn't gain any, but we got a chance to win this hockey game. And a good win here tonight after the last night loss in overtime would be good. Munson would be happy with the play as he's played well in the nets for the Komets. We need a win. Tied 2-2 going into overtime.
Komets had 15 shots in the third period. They only had 10 through the first 2. So 29 total for Cincinnati. Komets with 25. 7 minutes up on the board. We got 3-on-3 hockey for you.
Gallipo, Jenks, and Petruzzelli, I believe, out there.
Jenks has the game tire here tonight in the third. And here is the drop, and it goes to Jenks. And the Komets will set up in their own zone. It's Gallipo. He will take it. Moving over to his right. He'll give it to Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli will come across the line. Petruzzelli, nothing there. He's got to take it all the way back. And it's Gallipo with it. Gallipo back at the Komet blue line. Has Schultz on him. Now he's going to get loose. And now it goes over to Jenks. Jenks on the right side. Jenks now will take a shot. Lucan will make the save. And he's going to keep it moving. Oh, the referee blew the whistle. Yeah. And Cincinnati not happy with that because Lucan played it up along the wall. And it would have been a scoring chance the other way.
Yeah, it's a good call by the referee and a good play for our part. Simply the goaltender holds on to that. Our 2 forwards go past the net. The goaltender all of a sudden shoots it up the ice a bit. You got a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 going the other way. So you got to be very careful of the zone you're playing in this 3-on-3 hockey. You got to keep your man between your net and the puck. Don't get behind the puck on the play unless you're on the offense.
We're in overtime here at the Coliseum. 2-2. 3-on-3, and the Cyclones have got the puck along the near side. Here's Ben Johnson. He'll enter the Komet zone. Johnson will peel it into the corner. And the Komets defending well down there.
Szydlowski trying to force a man in the corner.
It's Basone with the puck going all the way up top of the blue line. Gets it to Gosling. Here's a shot. Save made. And now Munson. Same thing. He tried keeping it. And then the referee blew the whistle as Munson moved it. And then Munson did the same thing.
As soon as he closes that glove over the puck, the referee's got to give him the whistle. Otherwise, you create more problems. So Munson almost did the same thing that, of course, down the other end, Lukanen did. And a similar play. But the referee did it the same way both times. Quick whistles. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. They changed the lines up a bit. Jenks back out there, I believe.
Face-off to the left of Munson. And it goes on the near side. Cyclones with it. Beaudry. Gives it to Schultz. Schultz in the corner. Schultz now spins around, trying to make some room for himself. Going to come all the way out, and he'll go back into his own end. Here's Beaudry with it on the right side. Poked away. The Komets have got it.
Jenks did that.
Bayless goes back, and the Komets looking to set something up. Bayless on the far side. Oh, he popped it up to Schultz. Schultz coming in. He couldn't get a shot off, and it goes into the corner.
Can't make the bad passes, guys.
Schultz going down there. He tries to center it. Broken up. Beaudry now back to Schultz. Up to the blue line. It's going to go out. Brady Vale has got to get it. Get everybody back on side, and now they'll change up. Angeli now out there for Cincinnati. Angeli will take a wide turn. Łyszczarczyk chases him down. And now we come up along the near side. It'll be Spencer. Going to go back up along the far boards. Goes back to Ben Johnson. The Komets trying to get possession of it. Bouncing puck. And the Komets can't get it. And now Łyszczarczyk got in the way of a pass. But now the Komets got to get back.
Stay with the man. Everybody's got to have a man.
Here's Angeli. He drops it back. The Komets finally get it. And here's Taylor Ross trying to get some room. And now the Komets, let's see if we can get a rush going. Here's Łyszczarczyk. 4:33 to go in overtime. We're tied at 2. Łyszczarczyk will take his time. Now the Komets will get the right personnel out there. Łyszczarczyk with it. Avoids a poke check from Schultz. Łyszczarczyk on the far boards. And it goes back. Komets with the puck in their own zone. Now Petruzzelli on the left side. He enters the neutral zone. His pass is going to be tipped, and it's going to go to Schultz. Schultz now coming in toe drag, coming in on Munson. Got a man right out in front. The Komets have got it. Back the other way.
Well, it's 2-on-2, so
Petruzzelli coming across the line, trying to get a shot off. Angles one in, a shot.
Backhand.
And a save made by Luukkonen.
Yep. This time 2 Komets go right to Luukkonen, so he can't throw the puck away, and they force the whistle. Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Bit of a chess game out there right now.
Absolutely.
Just watching where everybody's going. Not letting anybody get in front of them. Keep their man in front of you and have a man at all times. 3-on-3 means 3-on-3, man on man.
Face-off to the left of Luukkonen. Big face-off here. Komets get it. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski, he's going to back up. Going to get everybody on the same page. Szydlowski will saucer one over to McKenzie. McKenzie now on the right side, ran into the skate of Mitten, and now the Cyclones get it back. Cyclones come across the line.
Here's now.
Got a man. Nice job there. And the Komets, they would have had a breakaway, but Mitten with a nice job. Here's Vive. Got a man on front, and it goes wide. Brady Vale couldn't connect. Up top of the blue line, it's going to get out. Vive has got it. Now Vive going all the way back. 3:17 to go in overtime. And it's Matthew Spencer moving to his left. He'll enter the Komet zone, gets around one man, coming in on Munson, but he couldn't get a shot off again. Going down into the corner. Cyclones with the puck, running around everywhere up top of the blue line, playing keep away from the Komets. And we go into the corner, but now the Komets take it off the wall and out, but cannot get possession of it. Gallipo was there.
Komets lead a line change.
And now it'll be Spencer.
Been out a long
Spencer
time.
coming across the line. He is going to try to wrap it around. The Komets take it away. Gallipo with the puck. Goes back behind his netminder Munson. And Gallipo will take his time with it. 2:36 to go. He'll send it ahead. The Komets get it out, but they cannot control it. Cyclones again with it. Gosling. And Gosling will take a wide turn with it. He'll come on the near boards. And Gosling will enter the zone. Gosling cutting to the net. Coming in, can't get a shot off. Now here's a drive. Munson the save. Rebound.
Bad save.
Going
Man
into the
in front.
corner. Right out in front. Oh, he left it there. We got a penalty called.
Be slashing.
It's going to be on the Komets.
Yep. The man was in front of the net. He made a little toe drag with the puck, and the Komet defense came across. Gave him a pretty good whack on the play. I think it was Ross.
That's Jenks.
Jenks.
So another power play. This will make it 9 for Cincinnati tonight, and it comes in overtime.
Now that means they'll add a man to the ice, so it'll be 4-on-3 out there.
2:11 to go in the overtime. Komets got to withstand a penalty kill here. Komets just 2 shots in this overtime period. Now the Cyclones, they are going to take a timeout. So we will take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com.
And now back to Comet Hockey.
Coming out of the timeout, Taylor Munson. He has been excellent tonight in between the pipes for the Komets, and now he's got to be extra excellent, I guess.
Yeah, power play Cincinnati in this overtime means they add a player on the ice, so it's 4-on-3. Face-off will be in the Comet zone for the next 2 minutes.
Jenks in the box for slashing.
2 minutes and 11 seconds in the overtime period left.
And here's the drop coming up top of the blue line. It's Gosling. Gosling to Schultz on the right dot. Spins around, and he comes back up to the blue line. Now he hands it back to Vale. Schultz, one-timer, whistles it wide. That is going to rim up to the blue line and out. Thank you.
They had 5 standing in front of the goaltender all times, trying to screen him in for the deflection.
Gosling will get it to Schultz. Schultz negotiates through the traffic, goes on the near side up top of the blue line. Now to Gosling on the dot, back up top. Gosling, no shot. Now Schultz. Schultz spins around, back up to the blue line. Gosling backs up, now in the slot. Vale back. Here's a one-timer, and they score.
Yeah. Munson got across there, but he couldn't get the legs squeezed together as a puck just squeezed and eased itself through. Unfortunately for the goal, the Komets lose the game.
It's a power play goal for Cincinnati, but
Munson, a great effort, but again, he's a little upset with himself that he couldn't squeeze those pads. He saw the play set up in front of him. It was a good quick pass and a good shot down low. Couldn't squeeze the pads as the Komets lose the game in overtime, 3-2.
So the Komets have dropped 4 straight, but picking up points in the last 2. And the Komets, they actually come out good in this one. They get a point with Toledo losing in overtime tonight. The Komets still maintain second place all by themselves, but they're unable to gain any ground on the Cincinnati Cyclones. So that is going to do it. The Komets fall in overtime for the second night in a row, 3-2. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.